Kool TV proudly presents Raceland Rams football as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the Raceland Rams live from Raceland, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for Countdown to Kickoff and Raceland Rams football live on Kool TV. And a pleasant good evening from Ram Stadium here on the campus of Raceland Worthington High School. Welcome into Countdown to Kickoff here on Kool TV as Raceland welcomes in Letcher County Central here on this hot and muggy night on this final Friday in the month of August. Good evening, everyone. James Collier and Ben Cower, happy to have you along with us here tonight as we get you set for Raceland and Letcher County Central. Only the second time all time these two teams have met. Raceland made the trip down to Pine Mountain last year, about a 3.5-hour trip, left there with a 40-20 victory. This Letcher County team returns a lot of names from last season. Raceland, on the other hand, does not. 16 departing seniors, 15 off the starting rotation, and it showed last week. A lot of inexperience, not youth, as Coach Mike Sammons talked about in the postgame show. He said it was just the inexperience that got there, but he was really happy with the progress that he feels like that his team has made this week leading into the night's game and is excited to see what week number 2 brings. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll take a look at our matchup. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons and get his thoughts and get you ready for kickoff. Beautiful but hot night here in Ramland. Letcher County's in town. We'll continue our coverage on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back here on Kool TV on Countdown to Kickoff as we've got just over 20 minutes to go as the sun dips down behind the clouds. That's the good thing. The bad thing is that it is still brutally hot. This game was already set for an 8 o'clock kickoff. Most games in the area moved to an 8 o'clock kickoff tonight because of the high heat indexes, the high heat indices around the area. And just the bad side of it was just flat out hot today. And Ben, I came over today this morning at about 7:30, dropped the tripod platforms off, came back over at 1 o'clock today, and it felt like I'd walked into the desert.
It's a scorcher today, yeah. Driving over here, even in my car, it was hot. And
yes.
I had the AC blasting. And an important thing to remember is that, this is a brand new turf field. At least it's new in the past couple of years. The sun has been baking it all day long. That's a 10-degree difference down there.
Easy.
Because all that rubber's heating up all day long. And, it's going to get dark here. The lights are going to pop on, and the temperature is going to go down a little bit. But that heat is residual. It's going to stick around all night long, and these guys better be hydrated.
Yeah, we're going to stay in the 80s much of this football game tonight, and that's one of the things that will be a key to the game for this one, the war of attrition. Which team hydrated the better of the two? There's going to be a lot of mustard tonight. There's going to be a lot of pickle juice that's involved, a lot of salt water that's involved. All three of these I know because where I run, and they all work. It's just which team uses the most to get to the finish line of the 48 minutes of what we come out with. Looking last week at Raceland, 28-7, they fall to Ashland, and it was a game to where they really established something early on, the running a game right down the field, then kind of stalled out around the 30-yard line. They ran the ball effectively at times, but really struggled in the passing game.
Yeah, it seemed as if the Rams could not complete a forward pass. I mean, you start Parker Eisen. He goes out there. Eisen is just not able to really complete much. I mean, Eisen last game, again, 13-21, but 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Not ideal. Passed for only 77 yards. It seemed like he couldn't pass it forward. It was always vertical, left to the right, but really relying on Landon Stiltner, also Aiden Cooper in the rushing game. Stiltner seemed to be the only guy that could really push forward. It was the first drive of the game where the Rams were able to drive down the field. But past that point, the boxes started getting stacked very quickly. Ashland figured out the game plan for the Rams, and it was easily stopped. So tonight for Raceland, it's going to be very interesting to see if Raceland is going to be able to pass the ball down the field or if it's going to have to rely on the rushing game again.
Yeah, this team last week of Letcher County Central, a 47-12 win over Shelby Valley. They gave up 188 through the air, and last year they gave up 188. Last week, 186. So we'll see how things play out in this one. As it's something that I think Raceland wants to establish is obviously the passing attack, because again, if you come one-dimensional, it makes things very easy for the defense, because that's what we saw Ashland start doing last week, loading the box, almost daring you to throw the football, and that's whenever the rushing attack really went away.
Well, I think a positive sign here for the Rams is if it has to rely on the rushing game again. Just a week ago, Letcher County Central was not good against the rush. Again, and the Rams defense was, where the Rams only gave up, when it comes to rushing yards allowed, again, they only gave up 99 to Ashland team that was terrific at rushing the ball a year ago. But then now Letcher County Central, last week, it gave up a whopping 248 rushing yards on the ground. So if Raceland's going to have to rely on the run tonight, I mean, there could have been some switches game to game for the Cougars, but that is a positive sign for the Rams for an offense that had to heavily rely on the rush just a game ago.
And it's a kind of a bend but don't break defense for the Cougars. You give up almost 250 on the ground and only give up 12 points. It says a lot what you do whenever you get down inside the 20s when the chips get on the table. All right, let's take a break. We come back. We're going to talk with Mike Sammons, get his thoughts from last week and what he expects to see from his team this week as they bring in the Cougars. We're about 16 and a half away from kickoff, and our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV, joined with Raceland head coach Mike Sammons. Coach, a special event just finished up just a little bit ago. 5 new members going into your Hall of Fame, and it's something that it's a big event every time you get a chance to bring someone new into the shrine.
Yeah, a really special event. I mean, you saw grown men up on stage crying like babies, and like they said in the ceremony, 99 years of football. And so it's special, man. A lot of history through 99 years, a lot of generational people through 99 years, and those guys up there, you can tell, man, they was happy as they were the day their child was born. And so a really special day for us, and hopefully that kind of gives us a little bit of, I don't know, that extra edge, if you will, to get us through tonight when they realize, all this, the power of all the tradition that you really carry with you every time you step out here.
Tough loss last week to a good Ashland team, but there's one thing that you get when you finally play someone wearing a different jersey, the film, and it never lies, and it gives you those opportunities to go back and see where those weaknesses are and how you make those adjustments you come in here to week 2.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's all about progress. And first of all, Ashland's a really good football team, and those guys work hard, and we respect those guys, and they showed us exactly things we needed to get better at. Number 2, nothing in week 1 takes away your ultimate goal, and our goal is to be playing and victorious on the last day of the season, and that's not going to change tonight. That's what we're after. It's all about the process. If you can commit to the process of getting to where you want to be, really, these are all just opportunities along the way, and so that's what we're really trying to instill in our kids. Yes, you want to see growth. Yes, you want to have some success along the way. That helps with the buy-in. And so every week from Belfry to Wheelersburg to Ashland, we grew and we have grown. And so we expect to see the same tonight. If we can do that through some of our challenges, when we get into the games that you play elimination football, the game is going to be so much simplistic and so much slower for us. And, again, I think that showed the last 2 years, and we feel like the same thing will show, in 24.
With so many departing seniors from last year's starting rotation, there was a lot of new faces that had their opportunity to start their legacy here for Raceland football. We start on the offensive side of things. A couple of guys that come in there late and worked in the receiving game for you. One of those was sophomore Brigham Davidson.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start, off the top of my head, two sophomores tonight, maybe even 3 at receiver. Guys just trying to make their way. Guys trying to figure out what we're doing. Those same guys played JV this week on Monday. They practiced their hind ends off on Tuesday, Wednesday, got a final polish on Thursday. Now they go again. And so that's the process. Can you get better every single day? To us, it's almost like a nameless type of situation. Put the guy in there and we'll expect results. And so there'll be guys. Hopefully we can rotate a few more guys tonight. Obviously, you got some heat. We feel like one of the advantages tonight for our team is our depth versus our opponent. And also we're a little bit more healthy. And so as you go through the season, we want to really pride ourselves in trying to play a lot of people. And really, again, you've heard me talk many times, try to really establish those body blows as we go over across 48 minutes.
Landon Stiltner kind of inserted himself into the game last week, a bullish type of runner that he can get to the outside, but he'll keep it between the tackles when he has an opportunity.
Yeah, Landon's extremely gifted with the ball in his hands, learning to play without the ball in his hands. A big, strong, physical, explosive, probably the fastest player on the team, can really finish runs. Some of the finer things, I think, when he went back and watched the film, he said maybe I could have made a cut here or cut there and turned a 4-yard gain into an 8-yard gain or a 10-yard gain into a 32-yard gain. And those are the type of things you look for in film growth. And I think, that's really what he's trying to do and learn. Just really explosive, really feels like he runs behind his pads. He's trying to learn that more and more and really try to accelerate through guys. Sometimes he's so physical, he looks for guys to hit. And we try to listen, let's try to outrun him, And so really working through him and our offensive line, and they develop, and we play a lot of bodies through there. And really excited for our run game. I think last week, unfortunately we had a L4 penalty there, but if not, we're pushing 200 yards on the ground, and all of a sudden you're in a winning type of number. We never could recover from that. We're just not there yet. But I think if we can continue to get up there, we got to rush for 250 a night for us to get where we want to go. And so we're going to keep pressing towards that goal.
Defensively, a couple of names that stood out. Alex Headley off the defensive line was really big, led you in tackles. A couple guys out of that linebacking core, but you replaced all 4 guys, was Landon Bloss and Logan Lockwood. Both of those got to the quarterback a couple of times, and getting LeBron Strader, getting to him is tough. Getting him on the ground is even more.
Yeah, we had a couple sacks on LeBron. He obviously made some big-time throws. He got us in a couple coverages that, we would have liked to have been in something different. But, credit to him, he's a good player. He's got 30-some starts under his belt. He's a good football player. So, our inside linebackers there we feel good about. Our defensive line, I told you, I felt like coming in was our best position group. I still feel like when we take the field tonight, our defensive line is our best position group. I hope I'm not saying that in November, although we want to be good in the box. I just feel like there's some other groups that have more ceilings than what the defensive line got. But yeah, Alex was again another sophomore who's trying to make his way. He's playing some offensive line and some defensive line. These guys play really hard. I mean, you mentioned Bloss and Davis and Headley, and I think we got 20 sophomores. Those guys just play really hard, and it's almost like they're trying to find their way. And so hopefully it might be somebody new tonight. We'll just see. But all those guys are working really hard and trying to find a way to contribute to the team. Really, really about the team with those guys as they try to again write their legacy.
You look at the Cougars tonight, they've got a sophomore quarterback that started as a freshman last season. They've got a speed guy on the outside in Smith. They've got a couple of big bullish backs in the backfield. And then defensively, they're going to send something that most teams that don't do. They're going to stand everybody up, and you never know where the rush is coming from.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of guys back from a year ago. We played against a quarterback a year ago. I think he was maybe splitting time a little bit. He's very athletic. Can make some plays with his feet. The two running backs really control the line of scrimmage and can try to control the clock. And we got to be able to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down. Something a week ago we weren't very successful at. The kid, the 400-meter state champ, top 10 in the 100-meter dash, that's college-level speed. And so we got to be able to account for that. I don't know if we have anybody that can run with him, but we're not trying to run with him individual. We're trying to run with him collectively, angles, distance, things like that. And so obviously they present a real challenge for us. Defensively, you spoke about them, how to do things maybe a little bit non-traditional. We'll see if we can maybe coerce them into doing some things that they haven't seen the first few weeks. Well, that being said, our guys just got to be disciplined. You got to block guys where they become at. You can't get caught chasing guys because sometimes, they'll have stunts called and they're going to get us. We know they're going to get us. We go in the game, our guys know they're going to get us. But if there's enough battles in there, they're going to be sometimes they guess wrong and we guess right. And when that happens, you really got to be explosive. And so that's kind of the hope tonight and see if we can kind of force their hand on some of those looks.
Coach, good luck, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Chase. Appreciate it.
We're back for more as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Back here at Ram Stadium as we get you set for Raceland and Letcher County Central as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff. All first downs tonight are brought to you by Ram Pharmacy, taking care of all your pharmaceutical needs and much more. That's Ram Pharmacy, located just down the street here in beautiful downtown Raceland. All Raceland touchdowns are brought to you in part by Brent Roark Nationwide Insurance, with offices located in Grayson and Flatwoods. For all your insurance needs, see the friendly staff at Brent Roark Nationwide Insurance in Grayson and Flatwoods. Let's take a look at our weather forecast tonight. It's brought to you in part by Big Sandy Superstores of the Tri-State. Furniture, bedding, and appliances. You can find it all at Big Sandy Superstore. Mixture of sun and clouds, currently 90 degrees. It feels like 99. Winds 5 to 10 out of the south, but it is going to be a scorcher. We're going to stay in the 80s through much of this contest. Again, the weather forecast brought to you in part by Dyer's Big Sandy Grayson, 506 Caramello Boulevard in Grayson. Let's take a look at our officials for tonight. They're brought to you in part by Tri-State Ophthalmology. For expert eye care as well as LASIK eye surgery, see the great folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Referee is Roy Wright, umpire Jared Atkins. Your head lineman is Joe Billman, line judge Mitch Smith, and the back judge is Roy Wright II. We'll take our final break. We come back, we'll get our keys to the game and ready for kickoff. Letcher County Central and Raceland here on a sticky night on Hall of Fame night for the Rams. When we return after this on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back here on Countdown to Kickoff, time for our final keys of the game as the captains are making their way onto the field. Ben, we'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Letcher County Central Cougars. Under head coach Charles Matthews' 9th season. 5-6 last year. They've started the year off with a nice win. What are they going to do here tonight to head back to Pine Mountain with a victory?
I mean, obviously, just take advantage of the Raceland Rams' offensive lack, or lack thereof. The Rams just offensively a week ago was not overly efficient. Again, only 134 rushing yards, but then again, only 7 points scored. The Rams were not able to capitalize. If you can play good defense in the red zone and you're back half the field, hey, just keep the Rams from scoring and also take advantage of the speed.
Before we go on to Raceland, a couple of hat tips I want to give up real quick. Tara Baker, grandma of number 44, Kanan Sargent. She's tuned in watching at home. Greatly appreciate you tuning in here tonight. I wanted to give you a big hello. You were the first one in the chat there, so definitely want to say hello to you, as well as Amber No. She's tuned in from Bardstown, Kentucky. I know exactly where that is. I used to live in Louisville. So captain's meeting at midfield. Cougars will be in the Raceland in black. And now let's talk about the keys of the game for the Raceland Rams.
Well, the Rams got to be aware of the fact that Letcher County Central loves to move the ball around. That's what Junior Matthews, the head coach of the Cougars, loves to do in the passing game. Just absolutely barrage the defense with left and right. So many different wide receivers. So be aware of that, and also be aware that Junior Matthews loves to beat his opponents with speed. And his defensive, the defensive formation, we talked about it before the game, is a little unorthodox. All these guys are going to be standing up. There's going to be a lot of energy in this defense. Be aware of that. And this young offensive line for the Rams has to be ready to stop that energy being brought by the Cougars defense. But speed and moving the ball around is what the Rams have to be aware of, and that's how it can win this game. Slow down the Cougars.
Letcher County has won the toss. Let's see which way they want to do, whether they want the football or they're going to defer. And they want the football. So Letcher County Central will have the football, and we are just about ready to get things underway here on a hot and scorching night here in Raceland. Talking about that speed, we're going to talk about one of those guys a little bit later on. I've got some great tidbits on him thanks to their local radio guys I talked with a little bit. Just a fun kind of guy to be around is what they said. And some of the information they gave me about Brett Smith was just fun. I was like, guys, I'm going to use that on the broadcast tonight. So it is not anything I have. It is secondhand information, but it was great information, and I will use that for sure. Scores across the bottom of your screen brought to you part by the Ashland YMCA. They also are our proud sponsor tonight for our first half kickoff. Open 24 hours a day and offering programs for everyone. Check out the Ashland YMCA. So a decent crowd. Again, as the Studebaker fires off. Not a big traveling crowd from our friends from way down the southeastern part of the state, which is expected. I mean, it's a long trip.
It's 135 miles.
Yeah, I mean, and there's no easy way to get there from here. So last year when we trip down, I was able to go down there, and I do play-by-play for U-Pike football. We had a home game on Saturday, so my wife and I, we drove back to Pikeville that night, stayed in our hotel room, went to the football game, so we didn't have to make that long drive back. We did, by the way, make that long drive home last night from Pikeville, so I got home about 1:30 this morning. It was foggy coming back up 23 last night. We got down there, and an absolute monsoon of a storm hit and just sat on top of Pikeville for about an hour. We got delayed for an hour, but got things going. A great football game. The unfortunate side of things is it did not turn out as a win for the Bears down on their home opener. So back deep, Gavin Brown, Brett Smith. Jacob Waller has it teed up at the 40, right in between the hashes. And we are ready for football here on week number 2 here at Ramland. They'll kick it near sideline. It is fielded there at the 23. And he's got a nice return as he takes it out across the 30 to the 40-yard line. And a good start for Letcher County Central to start things off.
Yeah, it's going to have good field position. I mean, you're already past the 30. You're nearing the midfield. And obviously this is a Letcher County team that got off to a hot start just a week ago. Again, put up 47, racked up 47 on its opponent at Shelby Valley. So scoring early and taking advantage of that speed. The Cougars going to try and do.
We'll take it off to the right side. This is a nice run on first down as they'll take it out to Quentin Williams. Salmon's on the stop. Defensive end for the Rams. Gain of 5, second down and 5.
Williams only had 4 rushing attempts just a week ago, so there's already 1 in the hole. But be aware, Kobe Johnson and Brett Smith, you're going to hear his name a lot tonight too.
Gunnar Holbrook, the quarterback, flanked by 2 running backs here on 2nd and 5 from his own 45. He'll turn, give it off to his tailback, Williams. Williams trying to dance off the right side, and he runs into a wall of black jerseys. That was Kenny Littoral leading the way. They're going to nose him just over the 45-yard line, just shy of the 46, screwing up 3rd and a long 4.
Logan Lockwood also in there making the stop. And, yeah, it is going to be a long 4. So 2 rushes in a row for the Cougars. It's going to have to rely on the ball through the air here. Again, it's only 4 yards, but just a week ago when it comes to, again, the Cougars through the air had 186 yards, but on the ground 248 yards.
Raceland was 50% on 3rd down defensively last week. That's the money down is what Mike Sammons calls it. They got to get a stop right here. 3rd and 4. Play action. Henderson wants to throw it. Has a man, or Holbrook, had his man streaking across the near side. That was Gavin Brown. It's incomplete. Austin McKee was the man in coverage, and a quick 3-and-out by the Rams defense will set up an offensive set for them here to start the ball game.
Yeah, it was the throw was placed fairly well, but McKee in coverage read the route very well. Good coverage, man on man, and just the pass down to be completed. So a quick 3-and-out for the Letcher County Central Cougars. Ball going to be back in the hands of the Raceland Rams.
Brett Smith will be the one to kick it away. Jonah Arnett back to return. Play clock's at 4. Smith surveys. High kick. It's going to take a Letcher County Central bounce at the 30-yard line and tumble out of bounds to the far side. And around the 28, now they'll put it down to the 27-yard line, and that's where the Rams will start their first offensive series.
Here we go, folks. We'll see what the Rams do here. Is they're going to rely on the run again, of which the Rams a week ago, 134 on the ground, 117 total yards through the air. So the Rams more efficient on the ground than through the air, obviously. But we'll see if things switch up a little bit here. As it appears, it'll be Parker Eisen out on the field first behind center for quarterback.
He'll start with Landon Stiltner in his right pocket, 2 receivers each way. All defensive stand-up. Here's Eisen, pumps, goes across the seam. He's got Arnett there. Arnett slips. A tackle is across the 40, the 45, and a nice Ram Pharmacy first down to start the ball game for the Rams.
It'll be Brett Smith with the tackle, but a great play by Parker Eisen in action. Had to rifle it to Jonah Arnett down the center of the field, or down the center of the field. Arnett takes off running, and it's a first down for the Rams. Found that open space, and Arnett, who had a pick just a week ago on the defensive side of the ball. Hey, has the first reception here for the Rams.
Gain of 20 on the first play from scrimmage for the Ramblers. Eisen wants to throw. He pulls it down. He'll take off running, trying to get to the far sideline, and he's not going anywhere but down. Mason Stevens wraps him up. They'll maybe push him together for a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down 9.
Yeah, Stevens was able to just track down Eisen as Eisen tried to roll out to the left side, just found no open space. And a short a 1-yard gain is not going to be enough for a first down, but still 2 more downs to go. And the Rams still got some good energy here early on.
Scout Wilkes to the far side, Jackson Rister to the near side. Showing blitz, here it comes. Cooper makes a man miss, trying to get the edge. He gets stood up and stonewalled in front of the Rams bench. That's Brett Smith coming in and making the stop. It's going to be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Cooper tries to flip the field, rolls out to the right side, and made 2 men miss on his way to the sideline, but just not able to stiff arm anybody to gain some more forward yardage. So loses a yard. 3rd and 10, that's a long 10 yards for the Rams offense. But, hey, he was able to chomp off 20 yards on the only forward pass it's had this entire game. So will Parker Eisen try to make it happen through the air.
Here's the defense again, all standing up, 5 men up along the line of scrimmage. Eisen brings it near sideline. Arnett's got a blocker out in front. He's going to be chased out of bounds into the Rams side of the things. Garrett Howard, the linebacker, chasing him out. And it will move the sticks for another Ram Pharmacy first down.
Great job by Arnett to extend that play. Takes off running down that right side sideline right in front of the bench, and his teammates willing him forward for that Rams first down. Able to just extend that arm at the end of the play, and by an inch or by a yard, able to get that first down.
Take him down to the 43-yard line. Great look there from behind the snap there as Eisen takes the high snap, gives it off to Stiltner. Stiltner trying to bounce it to the outside, and he gets stood up on the edge as Keaton Fields comes off the defensive edge and makes the stop, a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
So it seems like so far tonight it's been a bit of topsy-turvy compared to, or rather the script is flipped compared to last game for the Rams, where it's been able to gain the most yardage to the air tonight. But it's sparingly passing the ball, just trying to burn that clock time with the rush, and as we said earlier, slow down the game, wear out this defense for the Cougars.
Here's Marucci on the handoff, working off left guard, and a nice run by Shannon as he's down across the 40 to the 36.
It's going to be, the 3rd different running back so far for the Rams. So Michael Salmons trying to put in some fresh legs, keep that rotation going. But 3rd and 3, and this is, I'd imagine it's 4-down territory here early on in this ball game for the Rams, unless, it would have to throw out, Waller out there to kick, and he didn't kick last year and only had 1 kick a game ago, so this might be 4-down territory for the Rams.
Offensive set up. Eisen coming to the near sideline looking for a blocker, and he gets upended right in front of his bench as Gavin Brown takes out his feet low. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Eisen rolls out to the right side, just not able to get enough yardage, but 1 yard. What will Michael Salmons do here on this play? It seems like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Head of steam off of left guard. He runs into the arms of Kobe Johnson, the middle linebacker, 5'10", 185-pound senior. But a head of steam there for Stiltner. Makes a nice gain on first down and brings up 2nd down and very manageable.
Yeah, Stiltner able to move the mountains backward on that play as Stiltner just pushing the pile for some yardage, able to chomp off 6 yards.
So down to the 26. So make it 2nd down and 4. wants to throw it. They've got their man outside. That's Cooper. Makes a nice cut back inside at the 5, and he'll be down inside the 5, down to the 2, and it'll set up 1st and goal for the Rams.
What a smart play by Ison. In the pocket, whips the ball out to the right, or rather out to his left side, finds Cooper open. And Cooper using the legs and that speed he's needed. So it was missing a little bit in game 1, but able to charge up right short of the end zone.
Ison 3 of 3 for 53 yards, threw for 77 all last week. And right now the Rams methodically marching right down the field. This will be the 11th play of this drive, 1st and goal for the Rams. Ison from the gun. High snap, gives it to Cooper. Surveying, trying to get to the outside edge. Still on his feet, running for the pylon, and he's in for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. Aiden Cooper goes in from 2 yards out, a nationwide insurance touchdown. And with 5:37 to play here in the opening period, Raceland leads at 6-0.
What a play. Aiden Cooper said, you know what, hand me the rock. I didn't finish the job on the last play. Let me take it to the house. Cooper makes about 3 men miss on his rush out to the left side, and on the near side finds the pylon in the end zone. The pay dirt early, 6 points on the board for the Raceland Rams.
Well-sustained drive there by the Rams as they cash it in for 6 to start things off. So now Waller for the extra point attempt. Ison to set it down. Ball is back, it's down, it's up. A low driving kick that is no good. And with 5:37 to play in the opening period, Raceland leads at 6-0. We're back after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
11 plays, 73 yards, 4 minutes, 44 seconds on time of possession. And an Aiden Cooper 2-yard rushing touchdown has Raceland leading 7-0. Here's Brett Smith, a very dangerous man, and he gets walloped at the 25-yard line as he tries to spin back inside.
And Smith, again, short on that return, but Brett Smith, again, last game for the Cougars, had 4 rushing attempts, 115 yards. That's an average of a little over 28 yards per carry for Smith.
Out looking for his man. He's got his receiver of Gavin Brown as he takes it out across the 30, near the 35, down to the 34-yard line.
Seemingly Holbrook had all the time in the world, is able to whip it out to his left side, finds the open man, Gavin Brown, out to the right side. Brown able to find a couple yards on the play, and close to a first down already for the Cougars.
6-0 our score. As we go across the 5-minute mark here in the opening period. Second drive for the Cougars. And 2nd down and 2 after the gain of 8. Holbrook on the pistol look. The turn, gives it off to his tailback Williams, coming to the left side, spins and then gets stood up after surging toward the first down marker. Jonah Arnett was the man there with the initial contact, and the forward momentum should move the sticks and give him enough to move the sticks, and it will for a Cougars first down.
Jonah Arnett landed good all in there, and all up in the business of Quentin Williams, who's able to go nearly nowhere on that play, but able to find just enough yardage for the first down and move the Cougars farther down the field.
Williams with 3 carries for 9 yards tonight. Ball right between the hashes. 4.5 to go in the opening period. Cougars down 6. Their big fullback of Kobe Johnson in the ball game. He starts right behind. He'll take the handoff. He looks like Tom Rathman of the 1980s San Francisco 49ers. The only thing he's missing is the big neck wrap, and he lowers the shoulder and uses that 185-pound frame to roll it across the 45 out to the 46.
I mean, just the size difference is incredible. I mean, it's like sending toddlers out there to stop the hole. And he's just able to charge up through for 9 yards, right up the middle. The big man is dangerous. Kobe Johnson, 13 rushes for 93 yards, 2 touchdowns just a week ago.
And I know as I was watching film this week, he popped out. And I remember him from last year, but on film this year, that game last week with Shelby Valley, he just looked the part. They're going to start with him back there, and this was something they did a lot last week in short yardage plays. Play action. Holbrook wants to. He's got his man down the far side center, and there comes the penalty marker. They were looking for Gavin Brown, and
it's Max Burton.
Max Burton that reaches out and grabs a handful of his jersey, and it's going to be 15 on the backside for the infraction.
Yeah, Burton in coverage just got a little handsy and was trying to avoid the deep throw, the bomb for the touchdown. Burton, I guess, chose to take the PI, or the DPI rather than the bomb for the touchdown, but. Well, we'll have to wait and see if it works out for the Rams defense, but going to be costly.
And math works tonight. It was to the 39 where it should go, and that's exactly where it is. So
thank you.
A fresh set of downs. Sometimes math doesn't work for officials. So 1st and 10 from the Rams 39 now for the Cougars. Smith goes in motion from near side to far. They'll give it to him on a jet sweep. Little tiptoe action as he gets stood up and shoved out of bounds into his own bench area. Landon Goodall in on the stop. Nickel backer for the Rams.
Yeah, Brett Smith just had really nowhere to go, able to find, 2 yards on the play, but rolls out to the right side and runs into a wall of black and orange.
Muggy evening here in Raceland. Cougars trying to answer, down by 6. Williams in the left pocket of Holbrook. Holbrook turns, looks to the sideline. 10 on the play clock. A twin stacked receiver set now. 3 hats across the line for the Rams. 4 linebackers showing blitz off the edge. Here comes the blitz. They give it off to the tailback. That's Williams. Williams knifing his way up the right sideline. He's across the 30 down to the 25, and another first down for the Cougars.
Yeah, Shannon Marucci with the tackle for the Rams, but a great rush for Quinton Williams, who again was only used 4 times, seldom a week ago, but Williams seems to be the lead back so far tonight, and he's able to continue to chomp off more yardage, and is able to march this Cougars team down the field.
So they'll take it down to the 25 and make it first down and 10. Here's the handoff to their big fullback of Kobe Johnson. He rumbles off the right side as they show Wishbone for the first time tonight. Gain of 1 on the play.
That's the thing about Johnson is that he's big, and that size is going to help him a lot, but he doesn't necessarily have a ton of speed. I mean, he's a linebacker on the other side of the field, but Johnson on that play, speed really wasn't friendly to him. He was just trying to push his way through the offensive line up the middle. Did not work out, at least for 2 yards.
They will nose it forward, so they stay in the wishbone formation. We got a receiver each way. Rams with 4 hats across the line. Holbrook on 2nd down 8, stops, turns, looks to the sideline. Kanan Sargent and Garrett Howard flanking him. Holbrook wants to throw, coming near sideline looking for Smith, and it's nearly picked off by Austin McKee. McKee, the senior, reaches out and nearly pulled it in. It'll fall incomplete and brings up 3rd down 9.
Yeah, he had Holbrook was searching for his man on the far end. He was looking for Smith down there in the left side corner and almost found the hands of Austin McKee. McKee tried to juggle it in the air but is not able to bring it in. Was a little too far for McKee. Holbrook lucky on that last play.
So Raceland trying to get off the field here on 3rd down. Thus far in the ball game, Letcher County 0 for 1. Trips come to the left. Now they're going to bring one man back in the backfield, and Charles Matthews, Junior Matthews they call him, is going to burn a timeout here with just inside of a minute to play, or excuse me, right inside of 90 seconds to play here in the opening period. Scores across the bottom of your YMCA scoreboard ticker. Greenup County leads Russell 8-0. East Carter's taken a 7-0 lead over Rowan County. Lawrence County leads Shelby Valley 21-6 at the end of the first quarter. Boyd County leads Bell County 21-6. Hazard in front of Harlan 6-0. And if you've got a score that we do not have, please send those to us, and we'll get them updated on our scoreboard ticker as it flies across your screen. One game that we'll play tomorrow night that you do see on your ticker here is Pikeville and Johnson Central playing the Pike County Bowl tomorrow night. Ashland leads West Jessamine 21-0, that game in the first quarter. So out of the timeout, 3rd down and 8. Holbrook and Williams in the backfield, trips to the wide side left. One receiver up top. Holbrook rolling out, pressure coming from behind, looking, floats it toward the back of the end zone, near sideline, and it's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it was looking for Keaston Branham, but Branham was in double coverage. That's the second play in a row that Holbrook has tried to force the ball into double coverage. And he's lucky it's another incompletion. That's 2 plays in a row that it could have been picked off, but again, just a little too far for the defense that time. Holbrook, 2 risky plays.
So we'll see what the offense does. Looks like it's going to stay on the field for the moment. And now Mike Sammons has to burn a timeout as it had personnel issues trying to get off the field.
Don't want to have too many men.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. By Pure Point Auto in Greenup. From oil changes to multi-point inspections to full engine swaps, Pure Point Auto can do it all. They also mount and balance tires and cut and program keys. Pure Point Auto, 2109 Ashland Road in Greenup. By Grayson Funeral Home, 49 McCoy Road, is family-owned and operated. Their large, spacious facility seats 300 in the chapel and has over 2 acres of parking. For more information, visit GraysonFH.com. That's Grayson Funeral Home. Jason Greer, attorney at law, is happy to sponsor tonight's game. See Jason for estate planning and personal injury. That's Jason Greer, attorney, 113 North Horde Street in Grayson. Visit him at GreerAttorney.com. And by Sparks Funeral Home, 203 West Main Street in Grayson, caring for our community, locally owned and operated. Sparks Funeral Home in Grayson. 4th down and 8 coming up for the Cougars. They've got it down to the Rams' 23-yard line.
I have to wonder if the Cougars will try to draw off sides here or go for it.
Holbrook from the gun. Pressure coming off the edge, going down the center. He's got his man wide open on the post route, and he hooks up with Gavin Brown for the 6. And the Cougars have tied the ball game here. Just over a minute to go in quarter number 1 as Gavin Brown hauls in his 2nd touchdown of the season on a 4th down conversion. Letcher County Central has even things with the Raceland Rams.
Gavin Brown was the man to trust for Gunnar Holbrook a week ago. He had the most receptions for the Cougars. That time had to bobble the ball a little bit, but guess what? Finds pay dirt and able to bring home the ball for the 6 points on the board to tie it.
Here's Emma Adams, the senior place kicker, and just inks it over the crossbar. And Letcher County Central takes a 7-6 lead. We're back for more after this on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
10 plays, 74 yards, 4 minutes, 11 seconds, and a touchdown strike on 4th down as Gunnar Holbrook goes to the air for 23 yards, hooks up with Gavin Brown. The extra point is pure, and Letcher County Central leads this one 7-6 with 1:18 to play in the opening frame. So we got a big lineman who kicks off here. This is Jackson Mead. A low driving kick right down the center of the field. Cooper scoops it up at the 21-yard line. Takes it off to the far sideline. A little tiptoe at the 30, down across the 35, 40, and a nice return there by Aiden Cooper.
Cooper, who had the touchdown earlier in this ball game, he was able to return the ball fairly well there up near the 40-yard line. A bit of a squib kick. This went kind of low flyer to the ground, but into the hands of Cooper. A solid return will give the Rams good field position here. Get another drive.
So far side hash mark for the Rams as they take possession of the ball for the second time of the ball game. They methodically march down the field, 73 yards and 11 plays to find pay dirt. And now they trail at 7-6 after Letcher County Central answers. Stiltner and Cooper in the backfield with Ison on first down. They put a man in motion to Arnett. They fake it to him. Now they flip it. Here's Arnett coming around the edge, and he gets wrestled to the ground as Brett Smith bear hugs him and throws him off to the sideline.
Arnett with a jet sweep out to the right side. Again, he gets bear hugged to out of bounds, maybe a yard or two.
It'll give him two, looks like.
Give him two on the gain, but interesting play from Salmons and then the Raceland Rams offense, but not enough for the first down.
45 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Rams driving left to right as you view it as I do here, high atop the press box. Ison on second down and long. Hand off to Stiltner, and he gets tripped up before he gets to the hole. That's Kanan Sargent, outside linebacker. The sophomore wraps him up. They'll take him out to the 44-yard line. That'll give him two, but it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, Kanan Sargent was tied for the second most tackles for this Cougars defense a week ago. He's able to stop the Rams short on that last play.
Raceland's content heading to the second quarter. They trail it 7-6. Quarter 2 when we return after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Headed to quarter number 2, 7-6. The visiting Cougars in front. Jane Kincaid usually tuned in from Worthington down in Lexington tonight with her daughter watching the game. Thanks for tuning in this evening. So to start quarter number 2, 3rd down and 6, the Rams will have it. They'll bring it out near side to Arnett. A nice little jump cut as he rolls out to midfield. And at the 50, and this one should move the sticks. They'll go ahead and point. It's going to be a Ram Pharmacy first down.
Arnett able to extend at the end of the play. Arnett has been the master of that tonight. And really, Arnett's the guy for the Rams to go to all night long. He's been that guy. And Arnett, second time in a row, has been able to extend a drive by extending his arm and the ball and just, hey, squeeze it over the line, and he's able to earn 10 more yards for the Rams.
6th first down of the ball game for the Rams. Last week they had 14 in the loss to Ashland. A fresh set of downs right on the midfield stripe. Little counter play to Stiltner, a huge head of steam as he goes off the right side with a stiff arm, trying to get the edge as he lowers the shoulder. He runs into Gavin Brown after crossing the 45. He's down to the 44.
Yeah, Stiltner using his size and his speed as he rolls out to the right side. Stiff arms a man brought down by Brown, but a good gain of yards on first down for the Rams.
Coach Sammons was talking to me in pregame, and he said they told Landon, we know that you love to run the contact. Run away from everybody because you are faster than they are. An offset pistol look now for Ison. Another handoff Stiltner. Stiltner following Marucci, and he gets stood up in the hole by Kobe Johnson. shy of the 40. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 as he'll get the 41 on a gain of 3.
It's, again, gain of 3 for Stiltner as he's able to just push forward. Not enough for the first down, but prophetic. As you say he's just trying to run towards contact. He did that right there and almost got pushed backward, and did at the end of the play. But Stiltner used his force at the beginning to earn those yards.
Landon Bloss in the backfield now with Shannon Marucci, his first action back there. 2 receivers wide to the left now as Eisen goes in an offset pistol look. 3rd down and 1. Here's the handoff to Bloss. Bloss goes off right guard, and he should have enough to move the sticks, and he will move it across the 40 to the 39. Another Ram Pharmacy first down.
Bloss enters the game and is able to earn the first down for the Rams. Nice run out to the right side of the field, ends up on the hash mark, and it's by just, I don't know, an inch or you can't tell. He's underneath like 3 different Cougars, but able to earn another first down for the Rams as Raceland continues to march down the field.
7th play of the drive coming up on this snap as Eisen will go trips left on 1st down and 10. Pressure coming. He throws a bullet in the slot, was looking for Jonah Arnett, and Arnett can't haul it in, and that one falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Arnett, effective route, had open space in the middle of the field, just dropped the ball a little bit too much of a heater also from Eisen, but still plenty of time, only 2nd down.
First incompletion by Eisen tonight. 7-6 our score, inside of 10 to go before halftime. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check all the scoring and stats of this one. Scores from around the area and get you ready for the second half of play on a hot and muggy night here on this final Friday in August. 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. High snap, Eisen trying to get away, and he's not going to get away from that one as the blitz gets home, and it gets home big as big Brody Griffith off that defensive line gets him back for a loss of 6.
That's going to be Griffith's first sack of the season, and it came on an excellent blitz. The high snap in aid and rather in favor of the Cougars on that play. Not ideal for Eisen, who had to gather the ball in, takes the loss, but at least still only 3rd down for the Rams. What can it do? It's 16 yards to go.
3rd and 16 now, right between the hashes. Everybody standing up, almost 11 men out there. They were looking for Stiltner down the seam, and the only close player that was in proximity was Brett Smith. That was a dangerous pass as it falls incomplete and brings up 4th down, and the punting unit will come out.
Just right into the middle of there was nobody home except for a slew of Cougars, a pack rather of Cougars right there in the middle of the field as Eisen. It seemed like the Rams, the play was just kind of rushed, didn't go by design, and going to be a punt here.
Well, 9 plays, only moved the ball 15 yards in that process. That was with the loss there on the sack. So now let's see if the Rams can pin the Cougars deep. Here's Waller. Gets a good kick this time, and it will be caught as a fair catch inside the 10. Looks like at the 8-yard line. So a great kick there by Jacob Waller.
Into the hands of Gavin Brown. Brown back to receive. But, yeah, great kick for Waller. It's exactly what the Rams needed. Pin this Cougars team deep into its own territory. Force it to fight out of its own half of the field. And try and charge down, get to the half, get down to pay dirt again. But go the length of the field this time. Nothing near the mid. But, hey, this is a close ball game for the Rams. Whereas it was the second quarter a game ago where things started to slip away for the Rams in game 1 of the season. This is a winnable game right now for the Raceland Rams at home.
Let's see what Gunnar Holbrook can do with his crew here on 1st and 10 from his own 8-yard line. He'll give it out to a deep route looking for Smith. Smith hauls it in. What a catch! A one-handed bobble catch. Odell Beckham, eat your heart out. He tipped it to himself at the 43 with Austin McKee draped all over him. Hauls it in as he goes to the turf at the 45, and that's how you get out of the shadow of your own end zone.
My goodness, Brett Smith was able to, he just deflected the ball off of Austin McKee, who was hanging on to him, and McKee was being dragged by Smith. Ball bounced off the helmet of McKee back into his hand. He's able to bring it down for the catch. Unbelievable throw and catch, Holbrook to Smith.
So that takes it out near midfield on one play. They're going to go with a little trickaroo. They give it to Gavin Brown on a reverse. Brown out to the left side across midfield. He'll get down to the 49.
Rolling out to that left side, Abe finds himself 5-6 yards. It'll be on first down, so 2nd and 4. But a good rush and continuing that momentum, the Cougars marching down the field. It was pinned deep in its own territory. Now it's already past midfield.
Well, they don't like hash marks at this ball field. I've learned that for many, many years of being here. They've now moved it up to the 48. Who cares about statistics, for God's sakes? Hash marks, what a combination. We've only got 4 of them on the whole football field. Here's their big tailback as Colby Johnson with a head of steam, rumbling and bumbling across the 40-yard line. He's down near the 37, and a new fresh set of downs for the Cougars as they're driving here on this possession.
Here comes the tank, charges up the middle. The senior barely able to be stopped in the middle as Kobe Johnson just barrels through the defense for the Rams, brought down after notching another first down for the Cougars.
They're going to say that heavy set, 2 tight ends with Johnson straight behind him. They're going to give it to him again. He slips a tackle off the left side, still pushing the pile of penalty marker flies in from behind, and typically that is a hold. So we'll see where it goes, and there's our white hat immediately makes the signal.
It was a great cut for Johnson out to the left side, able to zigzag once, twice out to the left side of the field, far end from here on the press box, but appears as if he's going to be coming back.
So they're going to walk it off from the spot of the foul, which will be, let's see if he walks it. It looked like it was from the 36. And, nope, from the 33. So then put a penalty marker in there and put it back to the 43-yard line. So make it 1st and 16. They'll give it to Williams. Williams trying to go left side, and he gets stonewalled off the left edge. Landon Bloss, Max Burton was there. Also Brody Brumfield.
Triple team on the far side of the field. Nowhere for Quentin Williams to go. Took the rock and ran into a hard place. 2nd and 20.
So back to the 40, I think I said it, the 47-yard line. That's a loss of 4. So now the Cougars, after methodically going right down the field, they're going in reverse.
It's quite literally, it's 1 yard back from where it started once it got past midfield.
Holbrook zings it across the middle. He's got his man there, Gavin Brown, who makes the low catch there at the 35.
Brown, great route, cross the middle, able to bring it in, and erases half that penalty yardage, if not more. 3rd and 8.
Gain of 12 on the passing play there. Holbrook 4 of 7, 79 yards. Just 6 and some change left to go here in the opening half. Cougars leading 7-6, trying to add to it here on this drive. 6th play of the drive, they'll snap it here on 3rd down and 8. Twin set for Holbrook. Rams showing blitz off the edge. Here they come. Holbrook looking, fires, got his man, no, he dropped it. He had Smith there in the seam at the 25, but he loses the handle on the pill, and it falls incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Yes, it was a great throw from Gunnar Holbrook into the Bermuda Triangle of Raceland Rams. Smith is not able to haul it in. The ball was, I guess you could argue, maybe a little behind him, but dropped. But appears as if Cougars going to do something with it here on 4th down.
They'll stay in a twin set this time. They'll put Williams in the right pocket of Holbrook on 4th down and 8. And they were not expecting the snap. Ball's rumbling loose. Williams picks it up, and the Rams will pounce on it. And Raceland will take advantage of the misfortune of the Cougars as the snap came back to Holbrook, and he was not expecting it. Luckily, it was recovered, but instead it's going to be a turnover on downs as the Rams will take over back at their own 45-yard line.
Have to presume that the miscommunication might have been, I don't know, obviously between Holbrook and Williams, but whether it was a play where presumably the Cougars trying to draw the Rams offside, and then the ball was snapped. Thankfully, Williams, at least for the Cougars' sake, able to recover, but it does not matter. It's a turnover on downs.
Stiltner and Eisen in the backfield, trips to the left. Blitz coming. Eisen reads it, comes off the left side, gets stood up, slips free and dives forward and picks up a couple of extra at the end. Out to the 47-yard line, second down 8.
And Carson Bowden, the offensive lineman, credit to him on that play as he was able to help Eisen escape from the two defenders that were clinging on to Eisen on the play. Eisen able to secure a couple extra yards on that play. Big thanks to Bowden out on the near side.
Double barrel shotgun look for Eisen on second down. Counter play Stiltner, and he runs into a wall of white jerseys as Brody Griffith led the charge. Keaton Fields was also in the mix along with Gavin Brown. It's third down and long.
No hole up the middle for Landon Stiltner. No luck. It seems like, second and 9, so maybe a yard there, but Stiltner, no luck. It'll be interesting if the Rams run it again or try to find some yards through the air.
They've got 6 guys dancing around at the line of scrimmage, all standing up, showing blitz. Eisen turns, looks to the sideline. Play clock's at 15. Again, this is defense, no down linemen. They dance all over the field trying to make you be confused. They go to a quick outer, and it was blown up immediately. Brett Smith looked like he was launched out of a cannon. Maybe that 1969 Ford Mustang that he drives is what he came in to make the stop on. But what a play there by Brett Smith, the state champion 400-meter dash. He also finished in the top 10 in the 100-meter dash and then said next year he doesn't want to run track. He decides he wants to play baseball.
Well, you know what? Whoever gets him, he's going to be pretty good at running around that diamond. But Landon Bloss got a first-hand taste of that speed right off of Brett Smith on the play. It's a turnover. Rather, forces the punt.
They got it out to Brown. Brown gets bottled up and then dances around and gets free. So they'll take it out to the 28-yard line. So a punt of 24 yards, no return much after the catch. So actually now they've moved it back to the 27. Again, who needs hash marks? They're irrelevant. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check all the scores and stats from around the area. Like cruising along on the bottom of there on your YMCA scoreboard ticker. Lawrence County now leads Shelby Valley only by 9 after opening up a 21-0 lead. Here's the Cougars in that wishbone formation. The turn, they'll give it off to their big tailback as Holbrook with a head of steam right through the edge.
Brought down at the feet by Landon Goodall. Good charge up the middle for Kobe Johnson as he's just trying to shed some more time and see if the Cougars can continue to march right back down the field, 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6. And anytime you get 6 on a first down play, I mean, that just sets up a lot of things that you can do. They'll go back into the pistol look this time. They'll give it back to Johnson. Johnson going off left side, and he gets hit in the backfield. That was Lyndon Salmon, junior coming off the edge.
And that's the thing with Kobe Johnson is that when you hand the ball to him the first time, he's got juice. But if you put the ball in his hands twice in a row, Johnson slows down a little bit on that second play. So twice over for Johnson tonight. Seems like it hasn't been working as well as presumably the Cougars have hoped. He's still gaining a little bit of yardage. But, I mean, Kobe Johnson still got that. Primarily he's got that juice on first downs.
So a big third down play coming up here for the Rams defense. Johnson stays in the backfield in the pistol look. Holbrook barks for it on 3rd and 5. He wants to throw it. He's going down the center of the field and was looking for Jet Outlaw. It falls incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Jet Outlaw in the zone and is not able to make it happen. There was too many men in the middle of the field. And again, Holbrook lucky it was an incompletion. A lot of men in the area for the Rams.
Number 3, Mason Stevens, was also there with him, almost in the same vicinity of him, and kind of ran the defenders together, which clogged up the hole. So the Rams defense stands tall, and they will get the football back with 2:30 to go in the half. They get the football to start the second half as well. So a chance at a 2-for-1, but we've got a play that's a little fake as Smith. He's going to get tripped up as Logan Lockwood might have just saved 6. But that's the reason they've got that cat back there, because of what he can do with the football and when it gets in his hands. as the punt fake takes it across the 40 out to the 45 on a gain of 13 and a fresh set of downs for the Cougars.
I mean, you fake the punt. Brett Smith just takes off running, galloping out to the right side. His speed just so deadly tonight, and he earns the Cougars an improbable first down.
And you could see the frustration right there on Lyndon Salmon's defensive end for the Rams, just squatted down like, you got to be kidding me. We were off the field. Now they're back out there, fresh set of downs as they'll go first down and 10 from the near side hash at the 45. Holbrook turns, gives it off to his big fullback, and Johnson breaks free, dragging the pile across midfield, and he gets down to the 44. The 46.
Great vision, great stutter step for Kobe Johnson as he's able to just be patient there in the middle, able to miss a man, step over another, and then just zigzag through the middle and close to a first down on that play, 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Johnson with 7 carries for 40 yards. And now timeout requested as this will be a Cougars timeout here with 1:28 left to play in the opening half. Again, tonight's games brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance, Pure Point Auto in Greenup, the Grayson Funeral Home, Jason Greer Attorney at Law, and Sparks Funeral Home located in Grayson. Greenup leading Russell 16-3, that game in the second quarter. Again, all of our scoreboard tickers brought to you apart by the great folks there at the Ashland YMCA. We'll check all the scores from around half. Stats from this one gets our breakdown of our thoughts of this is kind of what I expected this game to be, just a back and forth type of battle. Magoffin County leads Lewis 14-0 that game in the second quarter. So out of the timeout, 2nd down and 1. Williams, the senior tailback, will start to the left of the sophomore gunner Holbrook. Holbrook wants to throw, steps up in the pocket, lets it fly. He was going down the near side seam, and he threw that one a mile over top of the head of Gavin Brown. 5'8" off of Warner Ladder, still wouldn't have had a chance to haul that one in. It's 3rd down and 1.
And credit to Landon Goodall on the coverage for the Raceland Rams. Again, was right there, matched Gavin Brown down the middle of the field all the way on the route, and forces the 3rd down. Only 1 yard for the Cougars to go.
Let's see if they decide to run it here or try to go back to the air. Holbrook 4 of 10 through the air tonight. On 3rd down and 1. Keeps it himself, comes off the near side, and Logan Lockwood meets him in the hole for a loss.
My goodness, Logan Lockwood up to the middle on the near side. Able to just drive through Gunnar Holbrook, force that 4th and 1. Be a tight one here for the Cougars.
So the Rams will burn the timeout with 1:08 left to play in the opening half. So a big decision here for Junior Matthews and his team at midfield with 4th and a short 2, long 1, whatever you want to call it. But tonight, Letcher County Central 0 of 5 on 3rd down conversions, but they're 2 out of 3 on 4th down tries, including that one that gave them the 7-6 lead. 2 scoring plays in this ball game. Raceland found the end zone first. Aiden Cooper dances in from 2 yards out. Extra point was missed. 5:37 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Raceland. And then on 4th down, a 23-yard touchdown pass from Holbrook to Gavin Brown with 1:18 to play in the frame. 7-6, that's where we currently stand.
I'd say if the Cougars are going to go for it on 4th down, you put in Kobe Johnson, you know exactly what the Cougars are going to do. You're going to run the ball, and the Rams predictably would stack the box. I'd say go with Brett Smith here. He's dynamic. You don't know if he's going to run to the outside. He could be, he could be back there with Holbrook. He could be a wide receiver. I feel like he's the more dynamic choice on this play. Also, go with Quentin Williams.
They want 1:10 on the clock. Yeah. 1:10. There we go.
Got Kobe Johnson out there as a receiver.
Yeah, there's a lot of options they've got here with this.
Interesting.
So the Rams, 5 men across the line, 2 linebackers from the pistol look On 4th down and 2, the offense stays out. Now Johnson shifts back in the backfield. They want to throw it motion, and that's a false start. They got a motion on the offense. They sure did. So a timely penalty against the visitors on the false start is going to back it up 5 yards and now make it 4th down and 7.
Branham would have been wide open, and he shakes his head. Did not sell that movement very well. Just kind of rotated in off the near side, back into the huddle, and things didn't exactly work out. And Cougars, I guess, are still going to go for it here. Interesting. Was to try to draw the Rams offside.
So on their side of the 50, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Williams stays in the backfield of Holbrook from the gun on 4th down and 7 now. And they could take a delay of game and back it up 5. Junior Matthews, will burn his last timeout with 67 seconds left to play in the opening half. Raceland with 1 timeout remaining. And again, the other side you've got to guard with here. Brett Smith has already shown off the speed. You've got to guard from the fake so it doesn't leave you a lot of kick coverage downfield to try to help your guy get down the field.
And that's just such a tough predicament where Brett Smith goes out there, as James just said. I mean, you don't know if he's going to run it up the sideline or if he's actually going to kick it. Either way, it'd be a good choice by Letcher County Central. I mean, just try to pin the Rams down deep into its own half and prevent any sort of scoring opportunity here with less than a minute to go before halftime. But I don't know. This is a close ball game, and Letcher County's on top by 1. Could take a risk here and go back to Smith, because the last thing you'd expect is for Letcher County Central to do the same thing twice in a row.
So what will the offense do, because it's coming back on the field?
Yeah, Holbrook's out there.
Junior Charles said, I didn't drive 3.5 hours to kick it away. They're going to go for it. So they'll put 3 receivers wide left. Rams showing blitz. Here they come. Holbrook rolling out. Floats it down the middle of the field, and that ball's tipped and knocked down. They were looking for Keyston Branham. Max Burton and Landon Goodall was in the pass coverage on the backside. It falls incomplete, and a turnover on downs hands the football to the Rams on the Cougars' side of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Gunnar Holbrook under pressure from Kenneth Littoral. He has to unload down the center, was trying to find Keyston Branham, but Branham under attack from Max Burton. Was there contact? Was there not? I don't know, but it's Rams ball.
They'll call him Kenny around this part, by the way. Ison with Stiltner in his left pocket. Handoff Stiltner, a head of steam, right up the gut, cuts it back to the left, and a penalty marker flies on the backside. That should be 15 extra as they got him around the face mask.
It's raining flags. Yeah, it's an obvious penalty. And
so a gain of 4 for the moment, and then on that, you're going to take 15 more to it.
Can't do that.
And that's just one of those deals that you reach out and you grab the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the personal foul takes it to the 29-yard line. Raceland now inside of a minute, but does have, oh my God. Well, it's a 16-yard penalty.
They just paint these lines on the field for fun.
My God. As a math guy, this really angers me. Ison fakes it, pulls it down, and gets sandwiched as Colby Johnson jumps on his back.
Yeah, that's right, folks. Again, Kobe Johnson can get things done on the other end of the field. Is able to bring down Ison as he charges up the middle. The box wasn't stacked enough. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rams.
Here's Ison rolling out to the right, throwing right, tries to get a man to release there, and Arnett reaches up and makes a great catch inside the 10. Beautiful catch there by Jonah Arnett. As he gets down inside the 10, they're going to put him at the, looks like at the 6.
Clock continuing to tick down. Under
1st
30.
and goal. Rams with a timeout remaining. They'll give it off to Stiltner, stretching to the near sideline. He's got pay dirt in front of him, and not a single person else. Touchdown, Raceland. And Brent Roark Insurance Group nationwide touchdown with 19 seconds to go before halftime, and Landon Stiltner strolls to the end zone.
Stiltner rolling out to the left side, hops the man. Jet Outlaw laying there and dejected on the turf as skipping into the end zone. Wide open pay dirt. 6 more points for the Raceland Rams. Credit to the man with the ball, Landon Stiltner, his first touchdown tonight.
Raceland will burn its final timeout here with a 2-point conversion ensuing. So Stiltner with back-to-back weeks with rushing touchdowns, 15 for 76 and a score last week. And you could just see that stretch coming. And when he found the crease, there he went. And that was something when I was talking with Coach Sammons before the game today. And he said, watching film this past week, Landon was talking about, if I had made this cut, this 4-yard gain would have gone for 8. If I made this cut, this 6-yard gain would have been 30. And it's just that field vision of understanding Friday night football, the speed, the area, the locations, and doing that really, really well. Here's a look at it on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. There's the pass play that set it up.
Beautiful rainbow.
That was, and you know, it was Eisen using his feet to get to that spot.
Just was wondering when the Rams were going to finally go to Arnett on that drive, and go figure it's the play that sets up the touchdown.
Arnett 4 for 51 tonight in the receiving unit. Had 2 for 15 last week, so the Rams will go for 2 here, leading 12-7. Eli Evans at the bottom of your set. Arnett's in the slot. Eisen with Cooper in his right pocket. They'll put Arnett in motion. They'll give it to him on a double pass, and a wide open man in the back of the end zone. That's Jackson Richter, who hauls it in for the 2-point conversion and makes it 14-7.
Jackson Richter all alone in the back of the end zone. You toss it out to Arnett. He's able to make the throw for the touchdown. What a play. Watch it here again as he just rolls out to his right, finds the open man in the back of the end zone. Easy 2 points for Raceland.
Richter, a transfer out of Lewis County, a senior, his first year here in Ramland. And last week, 2 catches for 20 yards, grabs the 2-point conversion there, and a big decision there by Junior Matthews to elect to go for it on 4th down. They give Raceland a short field, and the Rams make them pay. Now you've got to make certain to keep it away from number 18. Don't give this Cougars team a chance to get out in the open field.
The last thing Raceland needs is any sort of changing of momentum negatively before the half. Again, a game ago versus Ashland, Arnett, who had the catch to set up that touchdown there, Arnett had did not end up changing the momentum of the game, but he was able to pick off Lestrader Bryant before halftime in that game. Didn't really change things for the Rams, but tonight can't allow anything to happen.
And they go for an onside kick and nearly got it. McKee had it. It bounced over top of his head. Lockwood tried to rake it back in bounds, but they cannot get it. So now you're going to give the Cougars really good field position up near midfield as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And they're going to put it at the 46-yard line for the Cougars with 18.5 seconds to go. They got the bounce they wanted. Pat McAfee was smiling brightly up in Morgan Hole. Did a Pat McAfee show today up there as game days up there for Penn State and West Virginia tomorrow. For the brand, Pat McAfee, he would have loved some of that.
Mm-hmm.
So Gunnar Holbrook in an empty set. 3 receivers left, 1 right with a tight end. On 1st down and 10 from his own 46-yard line. 18.5 ticks left to go in the opening half. Trailing by 7 here on the road. Rams send 3. Quick out, ball was tipped, and that ball falls incomplete. It was tipped at the line. I believe that was Alex Headley that got a hand on it. He led the Rams last week with 11 tackles. That pass falls incomplete at 2nd down and 10.
Headley with the great head start, able to get the tip before the ball goes into the hands of the last man. The Rams want the ball to end up in his hands again, keeping it out of Smith's hands here on this drive. That's going to be the key. Just don't give it to the speedster.
And, you know, Headley last week got the start for the injured Evan Burrows, the senior defensive end that did not get to play. And what did he do? He goes out and leads the team and tackles in his first varsity start.
Go figure.
Where is he? He's back on the field again tonight. 3 hats across the line for the Rams, playing prevent defense deep, but they got 5 guys all the way back inside the 40. Play clock is at 0. We're going to play on. Holbrook pressure coming, and he's not going to get free as Stiltner drops him back inside the 40 as the ball springs free, but it was down by contact, and that'll take us to the halftime. Mike Salmon's very happy with what he saw with that one. So they'll take him down at the 38 for a loss of 8 And we'll head down to our Skylar Gallion in just a second with a interview with head coach Mike Sam. If she doesn't let him squeak free. He's getting away from her. She's going to have to move toward him or he's going to get loose. They better go grab him. And there you go. He's making his way that direction. He got it.
He knew.
All right, let's head down to Skylar and Coach Salmons.
Hi, I'm here tonight with Coach Mike Salmons. How do you feel about the first half?
Well, you know, we kind of spun our wheels there a little bit, particularly on offense. I really like the way we ended the half. We got to stop, and then we were able to convert and try to get the control of the game here in the third quarter, getting the ball to start the half.
It's a pretty close game. What's your plan for the second half?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Letcher County is a good team. Our guys just got to keep growing. The next 5 minutes here really dictate how the second half goes.
Thank you.
At the half, Raceland leads at 14-7. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll get you all of the numbers, scores from around the area, and ready for the second half. A good one here tonight on Hall of Fame night. Rams in the locker room up 14-7. Our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
14-7 at the half as we welcome you back here to Rams Stadium as the Raceland Worthington High School band getting ready to get on the field. We'll let you hear some of their tunes. They've been doing a great job under the direction of Melissa Brookshire, and one of the things I was talking with her, I actually talked to her yesterday morning at the cafeteria here at school. We both are teachers here at Raceland. And I said, one of the things I've really been impressed with is your drum line. And they've been getting it going. I said, one of the things I've always wanted to do, I want to put a camera in the drum line. And she's like, I'm all for it. So we're going to get some stuff going on. Probably what we're going to do is we're going to put a student in the Steadicam rig, and we're going to put them on the field, and they're going to be out there with the band during halftime when they rock it and roll with the drum line. So, but that's what we'll be doing for sure as we get somewhere down the line here this season. Well, only 3 scores in this football game. Raceland found the end zone first after forcing a 3-and-out by the Cougars. The Rams take it down the field as their first drive, 11 plays, 73 yards, 4 minutes, 44 seconds of possession. And Aiden Cooper caps off the final 2 yards of the drive after a long pass that he hauled in to get it down to first and goal. Extra point misses, 6-0 with 5:37 to play in the opening frame. Letcher County Central would answer with 1:18 to play in that quarter as Gunnar Holbrook finds Gavin Brown on a 23-yard touchdown strike. Extra point is true, and the Cougars take a 7-6 lead as we head to the second quarter. Letcher County Central had an opportunity to roll the dice, if you will, and they did so on 4th down. It came up empty, gave Raceland great field position, and the Rams capitalized as Raceland there to end the first half of play. 5 plays, 48 yards, 18 seconds. They go down the field and push it into the end zone. It was Landon Stiltner on a 7-yard touchdown run. Or excuse me. Hang on here. Yeah, 7-yard touchdown run. Then the 2-point conversion from Jonah Arnett to Jackson Rister gives Raceland a 14-7 lead at the break. Let's tune into the band. Let's hear them rock out some tunes here at halftime. Halftime performance here by the Raceland Worthington Band. Melissa Brookshire rocking it out here with her crew at the break. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at some numbers of this one, scores from around the area, and the Ashland YMCA scoreboard ticker as we continue our coverage here at halftime. Rams in front of Letcher County Central 14-7. We're back up to this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
There's what I'm talking about right there, the drum line. Rocking it out here at halftime. That makes it feel like football. Oh, yeah. The drum line just gives it. I mean, I was going to say, give them some love there. That's what I've been waiting on right there. At the half, 14-7 is our score. Maybe we'll throw a couple of hellos out there. Bridgeport, West Virginia, Melissa Webb watching their grandson Gunnar Holbrook. Also, let's see, Suzanne Porter tuned in from Winchester saying go Rams tonight. So greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. There was a question about why no fireworks when the Rams score. Well, there's a little issue with fireworks and artificial turf. And those two don't go together well. We have beautiful facilities here at Raceland Worthington Schools, but unfortunately, you're not going to get fireworks anymore, because that's where they used to set them off, was on the softball field and on the baseball field. They would set them off in the outfield and then on the infield dirt for softball, but artificial turf and fire don't work well, so no more fireworks show. Maybe one of these days we'll get a drone show that we can work with.
Is the Studebaker not enough?
Yeah, the Studebaker is something there from there, so we'll see how that works out. Here's our numbers at the first half of play for Letcher County. 6 first downs. They were 0 of 5 on third down, 2 of 4 on fourth down. 139 total yards of offense. They've gone through the air for 79. 4 of 12 is Gunnar Holbrook. His long going for 36. He does have a touchdown. 60 yards on the ground on 18 carries, averaging 3.3 per. They've been flagged 3 times for 31 yards. And they've had the football for 12 minutes and 51 seconds. For Raceland, 10 first downs. 5 through the air, 4 on the ground, 1 on the penalty sign. That was the personal foul face mask. 3 of 6 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down. 123 total yards of offense, 76 passing, 47 on the ground. They've been flagged once for 15 yards. That was the PI. 2 punts for the Rams, 30.5 yards on the average, 10:52 total time of possession. Individual numbers, Holbrook 4 of 12, 79 yards and a tutty. He's gone through the air to Gavin Brown 3 times for 43. He caught the touchdown pass. Brett Smith 1 for 36. Gavin Brown 1 carry for 7 yards. Quentin Williams 6 for 7. Brett Smith 2 for 15. Colby Johnson leads the way 7 for 40. Parker Ison tonight 6 for 8 for 76. He's gone to Jonah Arnett 4 times for 51. Landon Bloss has caught 1 pass. Aiden Cooper, the big one that set up the Rams' first score, 1 for 24. Shannon Marucci 1 carry for 5. Stiltner 8 for 25. That leads the Rams. Parker Ison 6 for 11. 14-7 at the half is our score. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll check scores from around the area and get you ready for the second half of action. Rams with a chance at a 2-for-1. They get the football out of the locker room to start the second half. We'll break it down when we return after this on Kool TV.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Yeah.
14-7 at the half. Just over 90 seconds to go, and then a 3-minute acclimation period still yet to go. Scores going across the bottom of your screen on the YMCA scoreboard ticker. Let's take a look at those as well. Ashland leads West Jessamine 28-0 at that game almost at the half down in West Jessamine. Greenup leads Russell 24-3 at the break. East Carter in front of Round County 21-7. Boyd County in the locker room up on Bell County down on Log Mountain 24-14. Johnson Central Pikeville plays tomorrow night in the Pike County Bowl at 8:30. Nicholas County leads Fleming County 14-7 at the break. Magoffin County leads Lewis County 14-0 at the half. Paris leading Paintsville 28-16 at the half. And Lawrence County in front of Shelby Valley 28-12. That game also at the half. So only one score that we're missing is Bath County, Betsy Lane. So if you happen to see that one, hit us up on Twitter at CollierSZLive or at Cool Hits Sports and drop us in that one. You can also drop it in on the chat box here on Cool TV. And again, it's the first time with us here on Cool TV. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. If you see something you like, hit that little bell. We'll alert you each time that we put out new notifications. I got to give a hat tip to my crew here tonight. A phenomenal job by them. My executive producer all season long, Trey Collier. He's my youngest son. My older son, he is actually at Paris Independent Schools. Just got back from Paris, France, by the way, working for the Olympics.
Wow.
This is his second Olympic Games that he has participated in, working for the Olympic Broadcasting Service. So pretty phenomenal thing for him and his second opportunity. So it's in the family. They come by it naturally for sure. But down on the field, three of my students, actually 4 students tonight. We've got 3 on cameras and then 1 that is a new student this year to the program and is just learning. She was here last week, watched the stuff up top, down on the field level tonight. So Lily Stevens, Skylar Gallion, Cam Bryan, the 3 members of the crew, all students here at Raceland Worthington Schools in my media program. And then Charlie Morrison, the new player with us for the second week. Really excited. She's like, when can I get on a broadcast? When can I get on a broadcast? I was like, still got some stuff you got to learn, but I like the enthusiasm. So, again, student-led. That's what this program is all about. And, you know, we've got a great relationship here with Cool TV and our partnering schools of Raceland East, West Carter, and Lewis County. And, you know, I'm very fortunate to have the resources that I have here and able to put my kids to work. And that's the coolest thing about this thing is
that's awesome.
These kids are working tonight. They're not just hanging out. They're working. And that's the fun part about this business.
You learn so much. This is something that I wish I had when I was in high school.
Oh, I know. I'm like, man, this. I remember my media program. We had some really cool stuff, okay? We made commercials and music videos, and I'm looking back and going, man, God, what could I have made with the stuff I've got from here? I mean, it's just unbelievable. But first half of play, kind of what I expected, a little nip and tuck, but Raceland maybe getting that first chink in the armor there. A big touchdown to go to the halftime break leading, and now a chance at a 2-for-1. This is a big series coming up for the Cougars defense because you don't want to fall behind on the road in 2 scores.
No, you certainly cannot afford to. Ison has been accurate tonight. 6 of 8 so far tonight when he's able to connect with his man down the field. I mean, Jonah Arnett has been the guy tonight, at least went through the air. And then one thing that Raceland has been doing tremendously tonight, a big thing that Junior Matthews talked about heading into this season for the Cougars is the fact that he likes to spread the ball around through the air. Last game, 6 different players had receptions for the Cougars. Tonight, at halftime, only 2 separate people with receptions tonight for the Cougars.
We have an update of our missing score. Betsy Lane leads Bath County 22-21 at the half.
Whew.
That is a shocker because I expected Betsy Lane to take Bath County to the woodshed. And that is a back-and-forth battle there at the half after Bath County fell to the boys from Westwood last week as Fairview went on the road to Owingsville and brought a victory back to the Wood. Off week next week for the Rams, and then they will bring in the 2-time defending state champion Pikeville Panthers here on September 13th. We'll have all the action right here on Cool TV, and then the Rams will play its first road game of the season, as they will head to Fort Thomas Highlands, Northern Kentucky. I'll be with you up there, standing on top of the press box with the girls squawking in the PA, probably first down Bluebirds. Jeez, oh, Pete. I get there, and I was supposed to have been in the press box. I get there, and they wouldn't let me have the space that they had allowed me to have. They told me that I would have because they had a crowd mic in the window that I was standing in. And I was like, well, move the blessed crowd mic.
Just move the mic.
So I go to the roof. I get up there. I literally I'm standing on top of the press box with my mixer and my computer sitting on the ledge of the press box, okay? And we get ready to leave, and a guy comes up and he's like, do you need some help? And I said, I wouldn't take help from you if I was falling off this thing backward. Little pooch kick comes to the near sideline and trying to thread the needle and finally dances out of bounds. Mike Sammons was holding his breath there, and he turns and he looks at his return man on the near sideline. He said, all right, you get by with that one. That one was so dangerous. That one was almost going to be returned or was recovered, and that would have set the Cougars up inside the Rams 15.
My goodness. Yeah, I mean, you got Quentin Williams and Dawson Kinzer down there for the Cougars trying to keep it in bounds. But, by the slimmest of margins, the Rams going to have some good field position here after that kick.
So they'll start on their own 35-yard line. They put it on the near side hash mark. It went out of bounds. Hey, we use hash marks around here.
Finally.
How about it? God help them. All right, 1st and 10 for the Rams. Twin set for Eisen from the gun. All those defensive players standing up. They give it off to Eisen. He'll keep it himself. And he gets spun to the ground as Dawson Kinzer wraps him up. But a nice run there by Parker Eisen to start things off here in the second half.
Eisen saw the 46 of Kobe Johnson shift on the near side of the field, and because Kobe Johnson shifted to the outside, Eisen saw the gap and just started pushing forward. A great gain for Eisen.
Here's a handoff to Stiltner. Stiltner bounces off to the right, looking for a man out in front. He's across midfield, and he gets tripped up just shy of the 40, but a big run there by Landon Stiltner, and the Rams are off and rolling with a Ram first down to take it down to the 41-yard line on a run of 17.
Stiltner with the charge out to the right side. Great cut by number 5. Gavin Brown is finally able to bring him down. Stiltner with a stiff arm. Brown able to grab his leg, bring him down, but a great gain for Stiltner as the Rams continue to roll.
Injury timeout across the way as there is a Cougar down on the field. 11:25 to go in the third. Injury timeout. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Keaton Fields, the man being attended to for the Cougars on the far sideline. Certainly hope everything is good to go with him as he's helped off to the sideline. Our second half kickoff was brought to you in part by the Ashland YMCA, open 24 hours a day. Stop by and see what the Y has to offer for you. So 1st down and 10 on the Ram Pharmacy first down. Parker Eisen with the snap, gives it off to Stiltner with a little stutter step, and right there's Brody Griffith to wrap him up.
And Stiltner just trying to cut it up the middle. There's no gap for Stiltner after that. Great run to play go. Only able to nab a yard there, 2nd and 9.
Right between the hashes for the Rams. Big opportunity here to add to the 7-point lead. Eisen will go in a twin set this time. Stiltner in his back pocket. A great look there on your camera angle from the field. They come near sideline, and it's right through the midst of Scout Wilkes. Also in the area was Aiden Cooper. It falls incomplete as 3rd and long.
Look at that, didn't end up in the hands of Dawson Kinzer on the near side. Ball is about, a foot away from Kinzer's gloves. It went to the gloves of 2 separate Rams receivers, but almost a turnover on that play, 3rd and 9.
Raceland this evening on 3rd down conversions, 3 of 6. Last week, 3 of 13. That was something that really daunted them mightily. They'll give it off to Stiltner. He slips a tackle and rumbles across the 30 down to the 25. Dawson Kinzer trips him up at the 25 down to the 24. But Landon Stiltner with a big head of steam gets 16 on the carry and a Ram Pharmacy first down.
Road runner, charging up to the middle. My goodness, Stiltner, meet right up the middle.
There it was.
Yeah, there it is.
You're going to fit in around this area. 11 carries, 59 yards tonight for the sophomore. 15 for 76 last week. 1st and 10. Rams knocking on the orange zone door. Eisen pulls it down, slips a tackle in the backfield, and then gets walloped after crossing the 20-yard line as Garrett Howard, the junior linebacker, gets him. But a nice gain there by the Rams quarterback.
7 yards for Eisen. Shaking his head after the play. Kobe Johnson was on the ground afterward, frustrated. He was not able to bring down the rushing quarterback that time for the Raceland Rams. 2nd and 3.
They'll give this one off to Landon Bloss, and he gets walloped right in the middle. Last man off the pile there was Billy Stamper.
It'll be 3rd down here for the Rams. Real close to pay dirt. Going up 2 scores would be huge in this ball game.
So no gain on the play. 3rd and it's just shy of the 16, so a long one, if you will. Eisen gives it off to his tailback, and that goes absolutely nowhere as Cam Brewer is going to lose back to the 24-yard, or the 19-yard line, So a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up 4th down and 5.
Interesting. You go to Brewer, it's his first rush of the year, I believe, and loss of yards. Going for it on 4th down.
So 4th down and 5 from the 19. Trips to the wide side right, 1 to the left, that's Wilkes. Play clock inside of 10. And Mike Sammons is going to let this one milk down to 1 and burn a timeout. So the Rams take the timeout with 8:19 to play here in the 3rd, and a pivotal 4th down conversion attempt coming up here on this snap. Well, we have a break in the action. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. By Pure Point Auto in Greenup. From oil changes to multi-point inspections to full engine swaps, Pure Point Auto can do it all. They also mount and balance tires and cut and key program keys. Easy for me to say. Pure Point Auto, 2109 Ashland Road in Greenup. Grayson Funeral Home, 49 McCoy Road. Family owned and operated. Their large space of facility seats 300 in the chapel and has over 2 acres of parking. For more information, give them a visit at GraysonFH.com. That's Grayson Funeral Home. Jason Greer Attorney at Law is happy to sponsor tonight's game. See Jason for estate planning and personal injury. Jason Greer Attorney, 113 North Hort Street in Grayson. Visit him at GreerAttorney.com. And by Sparks Funeral Home, 203 West Main Street in Grayson, caring for our community, locally owned and operated. That's Sparks Funeral Home, located in Grayson. So the Rams coming up here, looking at the 9th play of the drive. The Briar Parsons out there for the first time as a tight end.
Okay.
And now they're going to line it up and kick it. So they're going to put it at the 25-yard line. So this is going to be a 35-yard kick for Jacob Waller from the near side hash mark.
He's looking for redemption after missing his first kick earlier on the point after attempt.
Let's see if the high snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, not a chance. Low driving kick that was never above the crossbar, so the field goal attempt is no good. And with 8:16 to go in the 3rd, the Cougars defense stands tall yet again. And they'll take over at the 18-yard line. Yeah, it was at the 19. Go figure. Nope. They're going to put it down to the 20.
Ah. Pick it up, set it on the highway.
You never know. A hash mark, what's those things? Just to erase them off. They don't use them. So Kobe Johnson will start in the backfield with Gunnar Holbrook. A look there over Coach Salmons' shoulder here on 1st and 10. Hand off to Johnson, sweeping out to the left, and he gets spun down. Lyndon Salmons gets there off the edge for the big stop.
As Salmons attacking the legs of Johnson, wraps him up early after Johnson rolled out to the left side. No gain. In fact, a loss of 3 yards, 2nd and 13 for the Letcher County Central Cougars.
We'll roll across the 8-minute mark on that play, so this is where you really start to see the effects of the heat tonight, and that was the first time that I've seen Johnson. He looked like he was running in quicksand. Just did not have that explosive play there as he took the handoff to go forward. Double barrel shotgun look now for Holbrook from the gun. On 2nd and long, he'll give it off to Williams. Williams off the left edge.
Oof.
And, no, excuse me, he faked the handoff, and Holbrook gets dumped in the backfield. I was looking through binoculars and got faked out.
It was a good fake. But
yeah, he faked it well.
It was a good fake, but not a gain of yardage, unfortunately for Gunnar Holbrook, as he was swamped by the Rams defense. Going to be 3rd and 17. A long 3rd down.
As my patented saying goes with 3rd downs like this, 3rd down and a $17 cab ride coming up for the Cougars.
I have to wonder where Brett Smith will be on this play.
They've been away from him to start the second half. Let's see if they try to find him here. Holbrook wants to throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Had his man across the far side, and he can't haul it in. He was looking for Keyston Branham. He got dumped, and he's still down on the turf after taking a big pop there as the Rams dialed up the blitz and got to the sophomore.
Branham rolled out to the outside, took the shot. Fortunately for the Cougars, not going to be enough for a 1st down, but a valiant effort. Down 17 yards in the hole, 7 points in the game.
So now they're going to kick from their own end zone. This will be Brett Smith that's doing the kicking. Let's see if the Rams try to come after him. A low driving kick. He'll get a nice bounce that'll tumble across midfield all the way across the 45, the 44, and stops at the 43. Heck of a kick there by Smith that was ugly off of his foot, but gets 44 yards total and somewhat flips the field. Now let's see if the Rams can take advantage of, again, another short field to work with, leading 14-7 with 6:33 to play here in the 3rd. Bell County's right back in it with Boyd. They've cut it to 2, 24-22. Lewis County trailing 28-0 to Magoffin County. That game in the 3rd quarter now.
It's like Paris up over Paintsville, 35-24.
Ison on 1st and 10, gives it off to Stiltner. A little stutter step as he works off the right edge across the Raceland R in the 45-yard line. A good gain for the sophomore tailback for the Rams. Give him a gain of 3 out to the 46, 2nd down 7. Give me that Paintsville score again.
It was, hold up. It was, so in the 3rd, 4 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Paris up 35-24 over Paintsville.
Thank you. That's a statement game for Paris, trying to make their presence known this year. Here's Stiltner on a sweep near sideline. Gets across midfield before being chased out of bounds. Dalton Kinzer chases him out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Stiltner, a valiant rush, stiff arm, and makes 2 miss, but it's not enough for the 1st down, so.
Gain of 5 for him, makes it 3rd and 2. We'll go across 5.5 on this snap. Beautiful look there. High atop here of the press box have Ram Stadium. I formation for Ison. They'll give it off to Cooper on a dive straight ahead, and he leads the surge and picks up the Ram Pharmacy 1st down as he goes across the 45 to the 44.
Terrific job by the Rams offensive line on that play, able to just drive backward. The Cougars defensive line and Ison able to find enough yardage for the 1st down.
One of our viewers made a comment on the live stream, said, man, those flags on the ads are like perfectly on time. That's a credit to my producer. He knows to hit them when I call for them. That's what he's supposed to do. I love it.
Cooper up the middle.
So Cooper grabs another yard. It's down to the 43, 2nd and 9, inside of 5 to play here in quarter number 3. Rams still in front, 14-7, a low-scoring affair between these two teams. The final 12 minutes of this one's going to tell a lot about both of these squads. Here's Eisen looking at a blitz. Turns, looks at the sideline, has all kinds of time, 15 on the play clock as Mike Sammons balks out a call. That'll move Bloss into the right pocket of Eisen. On 5 on the play clock. Eisen's going to follow Bloss. Squirts free, drives forward, and gets down to the 40. A gain of 3. It'll make it 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Rams.
So the rush for Eisen, get him about 2 yards, and the cut, get about 2 more. So Eisen, good rush right down the middle of the field, but 3rd down again for the Rams.
2 receivers each way. Reister and Arnett at the top of the set. That's the wide side of the field. Stiltner and Eli Evans at the bottom. Eisen wants to throw. Pressure coming. Tries to release, and it's nearly picked off. He goes over top of the fingertips of Jonah Arnett. Right there on the back end was Jut Outlaw, and it brings up 4th down on the incompletion.
Outlaw on the turf, hands extended, was just not able to come up with the ball. Arnett, unsurprisingly, the target of Eisen under pressure. It'll be 4th down for the Rams, but the last time Rams were on Letcher County Central's half of the field, it decided to go for the kick. This time appears it will not be going. It will not make the same mistake.
Rams have converted the only 4th down try tonight. It's 4th and 6. Eisen wants to throw again. Lets it fly. He's got a man down the far sideline and can't haul it in. Had Stiltner on the streak route down the far sideline, and it falls off his fingertips, incomplete. And the turnover on downs gives it back to the Cougars with 3:39 left to play here in the 3rd.
Oh, beautiful rainbow from Eisen, trying to find Stiltner, who ran a great route. Stiltner just took off running down the far side of the field, was in double coverage, but left the defensive backs in the dust. Just hit him in the hands, just not able to bring it in. Unfortunately for the Raceland Rams, it'll be a turnover on down.
The old adage you always hear it say it's the worst place it can hit a receiver, in the hands.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that he would love to have back. That was a beautiful ball by Eisen. So 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Cougars on their half of the field, working left to right. Here's a handoff to Smith, trying to find a hole. Nothing working there, and he's going to get walloped from behind as Kenny Literal was a heat-seeking missile and chased him down, and now penalty markers fly on the far sideline. And let's see what the extracurriculars are. The officials are directing everybody to the sidelines now. It's raining laundry here. Look like Oprah Winfrey just come out of the stands. You get a flag. You get a flag. Our white hat tonight, Roy Wright, longtime official.
I was hoping for the Rams' sake that it was not the primary contributor of all the extracurricular activity after that play, because momentum is in Raceland's favor right now.
Well, we've got some note taking being written down here by this, so let's check in with our white hat and see what Roy Wright's got to say on this one.
Have the grocery list.
Yeah, this
on it?
This is typically offsetting. That's Joe Billman he's talking with there.
Oh,
now he's going to get out and take some notes. All right, here we go.
We have personal fouls on both teams. One on Raceland, one on number 18. 18 is ejected.
18 has just been ejected.
Whoa!
Brett Smith has been tossed from this ball game, and I watched as they were pointing. They kept pointing and saying, "Go to the sidelines." They were not saying, "Take the players to the sidelines." They were telling Brett Smith he's done. So Brett Smith, the electric speed back for this team, has been ejected from the game.
He's half the receptions tonight for the Cougars. That's your game changer. Gone. And I mean, Cougars still have a lot of players left in this ball game that can make a difference.
Yeah.
But losing Brett Smith completely changes the game plan from here on out.
So a loss of 5 on the play after all that shuffles out. That makes it 2nd down 15 now. So now Holbrook from the gun gives it off to Johnson, trying to get to the near sideline, and they take out his legs as that was Shannon Marucci and Jonah Arnett. It's 3rd and long.
Seems like Kobe Johnson might be starting to run on empty a little bit. He's having to play both sides of the ball, linebacker on defense, running back on offense for about half the plays. But, yeah, his legs got taken out. Nothing he could really do there. But earlier in the game, that would have been a hurdle.
I just got a report from the sideline. 18 was ejected because he threw a punch.
Whoa.
That was an eyewitness.
Can't do
that sent me that information. So that was the reason that he was ejected. And now Junior Matthews is going to burn a timeout with 2:40 left to play here in the 3rd. We'll step out as well. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
3rd and 15, 2:40 to go in the 3rd. Raceland leading by 7. Holbrook, play action, zips it across the middle. He's got his man there. That's Branham who makes the catch. And then a flag on the back end, and this may be 15 more on the backside as Stiltner took Holbrook down. And this could be roughing the passer. So for the moment, it's enough for a 1st down. It should be, as Branham goes across midfield to the 49, and then you're going to put 15 more on it for roughing the passer on the backside, which is going to take the Cougars well down into Raceland territory.
It's such a shame because this was such a clean game too, really up until the last 2 plays in a row. Stiltner gets a hold of Gunnar Holbrook, but it'll be a costly play against the Raceland Rams.
Yeah, they got that one on Stiltner, so personal foul on the Rams. So take it down to the 34 if my math works right. That doesn't mean it will work right here.
And it'll be at the 34. You
God,
are correct.
Math works. That's just sexy. Raceland tonight, 2 penalties for 30 yards, both of those 15-yard infractions. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Pistol look. Give it off to Johnson with a head of steam. Right up the gut he goes. He drags the man across the 30 down near the 25. And that's just downhill running by the big tailback.
Yeah, Johnson proving me wrong. Yeah, he's still got gas in the tank. Charges up the middle. 7-yard gain for the player on both sides of the field, 2nd and 3.
Johnson tonight, 10 carries, 44 yards. They go to the wishbone look now with Howard and Sargent. They'll turn, give it off to Johnson again. Johnson trying to bounce it to the outside. He's got a big hole and maybe reservations for 6. He tried to cut back inside, and the Rams saved the touchdown as Brigham Davidson got underneath the big man and took him to the ground. But Colby Johnson had bad intentions in mind as he's down inside the 10. They'll take him down to the 7. It's 1st and goal on a gain of 20.
My goodness, what a cut from Johnson out to the left side, and he just turned on the Jets. The Rams lucky. A man was in motion to bring him down before pay dirt.
Far side hash mark for the Cougars. Chance to tie this ball game with a touchdown and an extra point. They'll stay in a pistol look with Johnson right behind Holbrook. The take, the give. Johnson trying to stretch it to the outside. Cuts downfield. Pinballs off a man and drags himself through the pile into the end zone for 6. And Kobe Johnson, right downhill he goes, and an extra point away for the Cougars of tying this ball game at 14.
He was not to be denied on that drive. What a drive by the Cougars. You lose your speedster, your guy on the outside, a guy who can make plays in Brett Smith, and then you hand the rock to Kobe Johnson and you run it down the Raceland Rams' throat for 6 more.
Oh, we got a player down. That's Joan Arnett. That is slow to come up.
That's
one of the big playmakers for the Rams on both sides of the football. So here comes our first dosage of mustard, pickle juice, or salt water, or a combination of all three. Believe it or not, pickle juice is probably one of the most effective things for cramping. It contains a high amount of potassium, and it works well and tastes pretty good too. So here's Emma Adams out for the extra point attempt. Low snap, they get it down, she puts it up and splits the uprights. And with 1:13 to go in the third, we're even at 14. We're back after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
6 plays, 60 yards, 2 minutes, 25 seconds. And the touchdown from Gunnar Holbrook, a 7-yard bullish run to the end zone. And we are even at 14 with 1:13 to go in the third. So now Jackson Meade to kick it away. High kick coming to the near sideline. Rams will try to scoop it up, and that ball is loose, and it gets punched out of bounds by Quentin Williams. The flag flies, and that was nearly a dangerous ball that would have given the Cougars the football back, as I believe it totally whiffed the Rams defender, hence the reason the flag comes out, because the ball went out of bounds. If the ball goes off of a Ram player and then out of bounds, that ball plays right where it lies.
It's a dangerous play. Cam Brewer is lucky. I believe that went out of bounds. Did it? That went out of bounds, right?
It went out of bounds. The question is now, did it touch him or not? And now they're bringing the football back to the 25-yard line, and they're going to put it at the 26. So it was touched by Raceland. So that will not be a penalty that takes it up to the 35 for a kick out of bounds. And Raceland will have its next series set up back at its own 26-yard line. A great look there in the huddle with Coach Mike Sammons. Again, a hat tip to my crew tonight, Lily Stevens, Skylar Gallion, and Cam Bryant up top. They're playing by candlelight in Morehead State. East End Rowan is without lights. So luckily here, we've got lights and everything's working electric-wise here in Ramland. All even at 14. Here's Marucci with a big run on first down as he goes right up the seam. And Shannon Marucci with a head of steam launches himself across the 40-yard line up to the 42. That's a gain of 16.
Where did that come from? Shannon Marucci, I guess that's been building up all game long. Runs the rock down the middle, closer to the near side for a first down.
14th Ram Pharmacy first down of the ball game. Trips right, one left. Eisen keeps it himself. He dashes right up the middle and gets out to the 45 on a gain of 3.
Ison found a spot. Solid job by the offensive line for the Raceland Rams. And Ison, or no, it's not Ison.
Now we've got a Garrett Elkins, an offensive lineman that's down for the Rams. 37 seconds to go here in the third. Injury timeout. We're back after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
So Garrett Elkins helped to the sideline. Back to action we go. Landon Stiltner with a bullish run as he goes up the middle, spins right, and gets out to the 50-yard line on a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Will that be the final play of quarter number 3 as the Rams look content to head to the 4th and final stanza. 12 minutes stands in between a 14-14 stalemate here on Hall of Fame night in Ramland. 4th quarter when we return after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
Getting ready to go to the 4th quarter. Real quick, James Schmidt, my man, I got to give you some critique here. This is not the company that you pulled out. This is not my town. This is Kool TV. So thank you for tuning in, and we greatly appreciate your comments. But this is Kool TV, my man. 4th and final stanza for the Rams. 3rd and 2. They give it off to Marucci and a dive right up the left edge. And that'll move the sticks for a Ram Pharmacy 1st down.
Great rush by Marucci, who seemed to come alive here late in this ball game. Had a great run 2-3 plays ago. 20 or more yards up the middle.
Yeah.
And that time drives the pylons.
Last week, 1 carry for 2 yards. Did have a big block to get Stiltner into the end zone. High snap, they give it off to Stiltner on a sweep to the right. Stiltner makes a cut back in. 30, he says see you later at the 20. He's headed to the house for 6, untouched. Landon Stiltner for 45 yards out, and the Rams regain the lead. It's 20-14.
Unreal run from Stiltner. Presence, under pressure, rolls out to the right side, just takes off running and waves goodbye to the competition. We'll watch it here on the replay. Watch this, takes off running, what a cut! What a cut, under pressure. Turns on the Jets, runs it into the pay dirt for 6.
So that takes Stiltner over the century mark for the night. 15 carries for 117. And the Rams will try the extra point attempt, and a good start here to open up the 4th and final stanza. So Waller for the extra point attempt. Ison to put it down. Low snap, they get it down, they get it up, and it's good. 21-14, 11:32 to play in the ball game. We're back after this on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money, New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
So Raceland, 5 plays, 74 yards, a minute 39. And the last 45 yards of that was Landon Stiltner taking it to the house. And Raceland opens up the fourth quarter with the lead. It's 21-14. As the Brent Roark Nationwide Insurance touchdown surges the Rams back in front. So the Cougars will take the football out to the 40-yard line. 11:29 left to go in the ballgame. We still got a long ways to go in this one, my friends.
Oh, yeah.
Boyd County and Bell County in a heavyweight battle up on Log Mountain now. The Lions, after opening up a 20-point lead, clinging to a 1-point edge, 31-30 in the fourth. Holbrook will start things on 1st down and 10. 2 receivers at the bottom of the set on the boundary. He moves his big fullback of Johnson in the backfield. A little RPO, and he picked wrong. And Logan Lockwood gets home for the wrap-up of the sack as he'll drop him for a loss.
It's a split-second decision. Gone wrong. Try to fake it to Kobe Johnson. Holbrook keeps it. It's absolutely swamped by Logan Lockwood. Lockwood locks down the play. It'll be 2nd and 13, loss of 3 for the Letcher County Central Cougars.
Magoffin County's gone final with Lewis County, 40-0 in that win for the Hornets. Those scores across the bottom of your YMCA scoreboard ticker. 2nd down and long for Holbrook. The turn, the give to Holbrook, or to Johnson, excuse me, and Jonah Arnett met him in a hole off the right edge, and there is nothing there.
That Rams defensive line is feeling it right now in a good way. Great momentum, just driving the Cougars backward again. Will be a loss of yardage, but be a long 12 yards.
That gave him a gain of 1.
It'll be a gain of 1, but it'll be a long 12 yards for the Cougars.
So 3rd down and 12. Empty set now for Holbrook. 4 hats across the line. Holbrook turns, looks to the sideline with the play clock at 6. He's going to have to hustle up. Play clock down to 2. They did not get it away.
Oh, no.
And the penalty marker flies. Did they call a timeout on the far sideline first? They did not. So they did not get the timeout. So a 5-yard penalty now makes it 3rd and 17.
It's a costly mistake for the Cougars. You can't do that. I know you're trying to draw up something on a deep 3rd down play, but can't afford that.
Letcher County 1 of 7 on 3rd down tries. Holbrook rolling out right, looking downfield, has his man there, and he throws a dart. Who makes the catch? And off to the races as he cuts back inside to the middle of the field. That's Gavin Brown, who takes it in the seam and takes it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, what, Gunnar Holbrook? You proved me wrong. 3rd and 17, no pressure. Rifle down the middle to Gavin Brown. Brown turns on the Jets for a deep 1st down and into Raceland territory.
37 yards on the pitch and catch as Holbrook goes for 132 tonight on his longest strike of the evening. So a fresh set of downs for the Cougars. 1st and 10 from the Rams 30. They'll give it off to Williams. Williams trying to bounce it out to the right side. And there's nothing there as Kenny Littoral and Logan Lockwood, the linebacking core for the Rams, make him lose about a half of a yard.
It is nothing. Out on the right side that time. The Rams defensive line continuing to play well here on this drive at least, but just that breakdown in the backfield was what allowed that deep shot and put the Cougars deep into Raceland territory. 2nd and 11.
Inside of 9 to play in regulation. Twin set for Williams, or Holbrook, excuse me, with Williams, and a ball is a bad snap, and he just tumbles on the ball before anybody else can get there. A smart play there by the quarterback. Don't try to do anything there trying to scoop it up to where you can't get on it, and it gets free. So it goes back to the 37. That's a loss of 6, and another 3rd and 17.
Ouch, too. He took a shot from his own O-lineman, Evan Cummings, when he was stumbling backward. His cleat went square into his leg. Sure, that did not feel very good, but he's back up. Holbrook going to have to find. Look, it's literally 3rd and 17 again. Incredible.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 17. The 4th across the screen there. That is not correct.
Yeah,
This is 3rd down.
That's uncanny that it's 17 yards exactly again.
And I think Mike Sammons is asking the question, is it 3rd down or 4th down? It should be 3rd down. And it is 3rd down. That's, again, we always say this throughout, never trust the scoreboard inside of a stadium. Trust our scoreboard. We trust it, but don't trust the stuff inside. So 3rd down, 17, again for the Cougars. Bunched up to the right, Holbrook. Dropping back, pressure coming, drops it out quickly, and it was nearly tipped and almost into his own receiver's hands. As Keyston Branham was the man that was there first, and then it flipped off of a fingertip and nearly into another receiver's hands, but it falls incomplete and it's 4th down.
Jonah Arnett in coverage takes down Keyston Branham. Took a hard fall to the turf. Took a second, he popped back up, but almost a turnover in the middle of the field. 4th down for the Cougars, but time's starting to run out here. It's only a 1-score ball game.
And again, they're going to roll the dice here and try to go for it. Man in the right pocket. Now check at the left pocket as Stidham goes in motion. Pressure coming. Holbrook lets it fly, and he was hit as he threw, and it was well short of Gavin Brown. Rams dial up the pressure again and force the turnover on downs.
It was the same play design that got the Cougars onto Raceland's half of the field, where Holbrook holds onto it and tries to find Gavin Brown, but that time it did not work. Difference was, that was on 4th down. It's a turnover on down. It's going to be Rams ball once again.
And Raceland kind of feels like right now that it's winning the war up front, and they just basically dialed it up and said, here we come. And they're not giving Holbrook any time whatsoever to stand in the pocket and try to get that ball downfield. You could see it was well short of its intended target. It's not because he doesn't have the arm strength.
Yeah, no.
It's because he was hit as he threw the ball.
No, the pocket collapsed immediately.
So now the Rams, 1st and 10 from the 37. They'll give it off to Stiltner. Stiltner working off the right side, crosses the 40 and gets up to the 42. That's a gain of 6.
Right to the edge of the Rams logo at center field. 5-yard gain for Stiltner. Who
make it 6. They just pushed it to the 43. So 2nd down 4.
All right. And as you mentioned earlier, that's going to change up what the Rams can do here with less than half the yardage to go for a 1st down.
Raceland tonight, 190 total yards of rushing, 266 total yards of offense, 123 from Landon Stiltner. Marucci in the backfield with Eisen. Eisen's going to follow him off the left edge, squirts free, and gets across the line to gain out to the 49-yard line, and a Ram Pharmacy 1st down. And what a addition that Shannon Marucci has been to this offense this year. Did not play a lot last season, and this year has last week shown how beneficial he could be in the blocking game. Here tonight, he's been big in this 4th quarter. 3 carries, 26 yards, 16 on that one dash that he had earlier. And just a bullish kid that's been playing well for the Rams offensive unit here late in the contest.
Only had 1 opportunity last week.
Here's Stiltner trying to stretch it out to the near sideline. He runs over a man as he goes beast mode across the 50. Garrett Howard goes low on the legs. And that's a play right there that I think Mike Sammons will go back on film and say, look, this is a play where you have to use that cut. Don't try to run over that guy. Run around him because you've got the speed to do so.
No, you're not going to beat the linebacker on that play. He wrapped you up, got him around the legs, and we've seen it in this ballgame multiple times that Stiltner, when he cuts, that could have been a first down right there. So certainly Coach Sammons, something to look at on that play, but 2nd and 6.
They give it off to Marucci. He climbs over a man, spun off his feet across the 40 and slung down near the 37.
Just a great run again from Marucci, able to drive up the near side, still in the middle, push the pylons for another first down.
18th first down of the ball game for the Rams. All first downs this season brought to you part by Ram Pharmacy, just down the street here from the high school, right at the intersection here on Greenup Avenue. 5.5 to play in the ball game. Time running out for the Cougars here on the road, trailing by 7. Counter play as they give it off to Stiltner. Stiltner driving the pile down to the 30.
Just everything about how the Rams are managing this ball game. It's the antithesis of what the Cougars do to win ball games. Again, slowing things down, grinding away at the defense, limiting the Cougars' ability to open up the field and pass it to everybody when it's on offense. But on defense, this Rams running back core is just ground away all night long. Made nothing but meat of the defensive line. Still a one-score ball game, but Rams marching down the field.
I formation now for Eisen. He'll turn, give it off to Stiltner. Stiltner goes off the left side, and a nice gain on first down, and Stiltner slow to come up. He took a big hit as he came off the left edge there.
With this slight limp out to the right leg. Oh, he's going to go. He's keeping himself up. Yeah, Stiltner might go down. He's hopping off.
So a Ram Pharmacy first down for Stiltner, as that's number 19 in the ball game, as they'll give him the 26-yard line. So now Raceland slowing things down. And we approach 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Landon Bloss in the backfield with Marucci. Marucci the H-back. Blitz coming, handoff Bloss. Bloss diving straight ahead off left guard and picks up a couple on first down.
This is just, I mean, the Rams are not chomping off yardage.
This is death by paper cuts right now if you're a Cougars fan.
Yeah, this is just brutal for the Cougars, where the Rams just continue to grind away down the middle, take 3 yards, 4 yards.
And that's the thing, is that it's you are lining up and saying, here I come, stop me if you can. And right now on this drive, the Cougars have not been able to do that.
The Cougars can't.
And they got
defensive line has been effectively declawed.
They'll go to Marucci again. Marucci runs over Dawson Kinzer. He'll get down inside the orange zone to the 18.
Stiltner's going back over to Coach Sammons, so we might see Stiltner again. He hobbled off the field, was in some serious pain for a second, but he wants to come back in this ball game.
Now they bring in Lyndon Sammons. He caught a big 30-yard pass last week. Let's see if they try to sneak the tight end down the field and hook up for what would be the dagger here as we go inside of 3 minutes. Deion Sanders would pass it here. Eisen's going to run it as he'll just go right off the right side of the tack or the guard, following Jacob Littoral.
Uh-oh.
And gets down inside the 15 to the 14. They're going to put him at the 15 and a Ram Pharmacy first down.
I was wondering because it seemed like the ball had the distance for the first down. His knee might have been down before it, but I mean, it seemed like he was down in first down yardage. So.
First down number 20 on the night for the Rams. Stiltner back in the ball game. He's in the left pocket of Eisen from the gun. The high snap, the give to Stiltner. Stiltner following his blockers, makes a man miss, and gashes his way into the end zone for the second time tonight. And a Brett Rohr Insurance nationwide touchdown. Raceland adds to the lead. It's 27-14. 2:15 to go in the ball game.
Almost mirroring last year, if not with a different score. Again, this was a 40-20 ball game between these two teams a year ago. Stiltner hobbled off just 5 minutes ago, comes back on, his leg's in pain, but you know what? You can't stop him on his way to the payday.
Well, you can because it just happened because Eli Evans just called for a hold, and it's going to negate the touchdown.
Unfortunate for Stiltner.
That'll take it. They'll give him a gain of 5 down to the 10, and then the penalty is assessed from that spot. So back it up 10 yards for the hold. And it'll be 1st and 15 and still 21-14.
Then you go right back to Stiltner.
Yeah, they go right back to Stiltner. He tries to work off left side this time. And Garrett Howard sweeps his legs.
Just nothing out there, but important on that play is that Stiltner is going to be able to grind down much more of the clock to shredding the cheese.
Cougars take a timeout with 1:41 to play in the ball game. We'll step out as well. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Bell's up on. Bell County has regained the lead over Boyd County now 36-31. Hey, I want to give a hat tip back to James Schmidt. He corrected his wrongs. I love it, my man. Thank you. But, hey, we greatly appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight. All of our fans from down in Letcher County that could not make the trip up here that's watching along, we greatly appreciate everybody tuning in, as well as all of our local fans here as well. Here's Ison on a keeper, trying to bring it out to the near sideline. Cuts off right tackle, still on his feet as he gets down inside the 15 for probably a gain of 2 down to the 13. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
This is going to shave another 35 seconds off the clock. It should take us down beneath the minute unless there's another timeout used by the Cougars.
Cougars have one timeout remaining. 21-14. It was 27-14, but it was negated by a penalty. A first down here ends it.
Yeah, Raceland doesn't even need the touchdown.
The Rams can just put a knee on it, and they're going to bleed this one all the way down inside of a minute. They'll take it down to about 50 seconds, and Mike Sammons will use one of his 2 remaining timeouts here to go in the ball game. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance, by Pure Point Auto in Greenup, the Grayson Funeral Home, Jason Greer, attorney at law, and by Sparks Funeral Home, located there in Grayson. Of course, our title sponsors all year long, Clark's Pump and Shops, A&A Porta Potties, and River Cities Builders. The scoreboard ticker across the bottom of your screen there, YMCA, open 24 hours a day. And, of course, all of our great sponsors this year for high school athletics, rotating across the bottom of your screen. Greatly appreciate all of our great sponsors for supporting our coverage here with high school athletics. Join me tomorrow morning right here on the Kool Sports Network at 9 o'clock for Let's Talk Sports. I'll catch up on all the scores from around the area from games in week number 2. Major League Baseball winding down in the final weeks of the regular season. Week 1 of college football. We'll break down all the great games. There's a couple of good ones on tap, and one that I think is going to be an upset. I'll tell you about it tomorrow morning. And, of course, the Border Sporting Goods Rant of the Week coming up tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock right here on the Kool Sports Network. So 3rd down and 8 coming up. Raceland tonight, 7 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. They were 3 of 13 last week. They were -7 on 3rd and 4th downs compared to Ashland, and that was as soon as Coach Mike Salmon sat down here and he grabbed my stats and he looked at it and he just kind of dejectedly tossed it away. And near side hash mark, Eisen with Stiltner in his right pocket and H-back of Marucci. Everybody across the line for the Cougars. Here they come. They get it out to Stiltner. Stiltner trying to outrun everybody. Finds the corner, finds the pylon, and he's in. A flag comes in late. Are they going to take it away again? A devastating block on a player right at the goal line. And this is going to negate another score for the Rams.
It'll be a blindside block. Presumably it can't do that. I know that the Rams are hungry for another touchdown. It would put this ball game away even more so than it already is. But now you risk pushing yourself out of field goal range. You got to be careful here. Hold.
So the hold happened at the 1 yard line. So that does, though, make it a first down. So the run down to the 1 yard line, and then you'll put the penalty.
Like the field crews.
They'll give it to Stiltner. Stiltner slippery, still trying to get up, and he gets down inside the 5 to the 2.
Stiltner, great run, zigzags out through the middle, shifting out to the right side. About 2 yards short of pay dirt, but Raceland doesn't even need the touchdown, but sure Stiltner would argue against that and say, hey, I've been robbed of my second touchdown twice tonight. Please just let me run it into the end zone. There's just no way that your opponent would be able to come back from 2 scores down with this much time remaining.
26 seconds left to go. Stiltner tonight, 23 carries, 169 yards. Not too bad for the sophomore.
And 1 touchdown for now.
Yeah, one that could have been 3. Yeah. He's like, what have I got to do to get this end zone here?
He just wants to double up. We'll see if Raceland lets him run the rock here.
Here's the other thing too. Cougars are out of timeouts. Okay. Raceland can put a knee on this when it's over.
Yeah.
They do not have to do anything else at this point. Victory formation is the formation the Rams can go into. And I will not be shocked if that is not what they do.
Coach Salmons is going to, I would give it to Stiltner.
I know Coach Salmons, though. It's, again.
Be aggressive.
You don't need to be aggressive because.
You don't need to.
The game is over.
It is.
I watched a team last night give one away with bad time management and
a risky decision.
Yeah. And that's what they're going. They're going victory formation, and that's what they do.
That's the smart thing to do.
That is the classy thing to do,
yes.
And that's what Mike Salmons has always been. He'll go inside, he'll take a knee, and they've got one more knee that they will have to take. Nope, there they go. They just wound the clock at 39, and that will let the final 30 seconds of this ball game expire. So the Raceland Rams in a gutsy performance here at home. They bounce back after the loss last week to Ashland, and they hang on for a final score win over Letcher County Central, 21-14. Postgame when we return after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
and we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
21-14, Rams call it a victory here at home as they're leaving up on the season at 1-1 and a dominating rushing performance as the Ramblers roll off 265 rushing yards. It's the most since the Sayre game when the Rams rushed for 437 in the playoffs last year, and the second most since doing 265 against Newport Central Catholic right here last season. It was a point of emphasis that Mike Sammons wanted to take into account tonight, and this is old school Raceland football. 50 rushing attempts tonight for 265 yards. They were averaging 5.3 per carry. You don't have to be a math major to figure that one out. 2 carries, and that's a first down. Raceland tonight, 21 first downs in the winning effort. That is going back to the Sayre game when they had 28 in that win there. But tonight, that you always talk about the step forward from week 1 to week 2. Raceland made that big step here tonight.
Yeah, you're just thinking about who is going to emerge on this team after all the turnover from just a season ago. One guy who certainly stepped up tonight, my goodness, Landon Stiltner was a force to be reckoned with. And, you know, shout out also to Parker Eisen. I mean, in game 1, things just did not go his way. He was 13-21 in the first game of the season versus Ashland. Tonight, 6 of 10, 76 yards, but he managed the game. That's what's important. You don't need to take risks down the field if the run game is as effective as Raceland's was tonight. We saw a glimpse of that in the beginning of the first game versus Ashland. On that first drive, it was great. And then it went away the entire ball game. Stiltner was wonderful, but he was not the only force here in this running back core for the Rams. I mean, Aiden Cooper was great as a change of pace tonight. And then you also had Shannon Marucci, who only had 1 rush in the first game of the season. Tonight, heck, he made people, his name is now known amongst Raceland fans. But being able to have fresh legs, but rely on power when you need it with Landon Stiltner, that made the difference. You slow down the game. You pry away everything that has worked for the Cougars here and leading up into the season, and just everything that the Cougars needed to do to win tonight just got taken away. Great defense by the Rams, being able to run the ball down the throat. Raceland at 500.
Let's take a look at how this one goes down. Raceland found the scoreboard first. Aiden Cooper dives in from 2 yards out. 5:37 to play in the first quarter. Extra point is no good. 6-0 Rams. Letcher County Central takes the lead with 1:18 to play in the first on a 23-yard touchdown strike from Gunnar Holbrook to Gavin Brown. Extra point from Emma Adams goes through. 7-6 our score after 1. Letcher County Central rolls the dice late in the second quarter. They come up empty, and Raceland capitalizes. They get a 7-yard touchdown from Landon Stiltner. 2-point conversion is good. Rams go to the locker room leading 14-7. Rams and the Cougars kind of trade punches there in the third quarter, and the Cougars finally land a big one. 1:13 to play in the third as Colby Johnson goes in from 7 yards out. Extra point is true. We're even at 14 through 3. Then the Rams had two opportunities that it looked like it had put this game on ice. Both of those negated due to penalties, but they get the go-ahead score as Parker Eisen gives it to Landon Stiltner, and he streaks 45 yards to pay dirt, 21-14. He had two more touchdowns that was pulled away because of the penalties, but the Rams got the first down, did not need any more points as the Cougars were out of timeouts, and the ball at the 2-yard line. They put it on a knee and call it a win here on Hall of Fame night in Raceland. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at all of our numbers. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons, wrap things up here on a nice night for the Rams as they close out a steamy night in August with a victory. Our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Final score here, 21-14. Raceland wins it. Let's go through our numbers. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Letcher County Central Cougars. 11 first downs for them tonight. They were 2 of 9 on third downs, 2 of 5 on fourth downs. 205 total offense, 132 through the air, 73 on the ground. They rushed it 29 times, averaging 2.5 per. 4 penalties for 36 yards. They had 2 punts, 35.5 average. They had the football tonight for 20 minutes and 57 seconds. And I think that's one of the big numbers that jumps out at me on the stat sheet. That's almost a full quarter that defense had to stay out on the field, and that fourth quarter was when that fourth quarter was.
This is exhausting.
It was exhausting because it was just 5 yards and ahead of steam, 5 yards and ahead of steam. It just chunk that they just leaned on them going down. 21 first downs for the Rams tonight, 15 on the ground. They put up 341 total yards of offense, 76 through the air, 265 on the ground, 50 carries averaging 5.3 per carry. 4 penalties for 50 yards tonight. They punted the ball twice for 30.5 yards, 27:03 their total time of possession this evening. And to put that in perspective, that's 2 minutes longer than what they had the football for last week. A lot of that has to do with the fact of they converted on third down tonight. Third down tonight was their money down, 8 of 13. They were 3 of 13 last week, and that's 5 additional opportunities with 3 more possessions of the football in that series. So it pays off a lot. Gunnar Hoprick, 6 of 17, 132 yards. He had a long of 37. That was late in the ball game when it stalled out at midfield. Gavin Brown, 4 catches for 80 yards. Brett Smith, 1 for 36. The Rams kept him in check. They did not allow him to get out an open field and use that blistering speed that he has. We saw it the one time when he had the 36-yarder, but they were able to chase him down and keep him contained. Colby Johnson, 13 carries for 72 yards and a rushing touchdown. That was the leading rusher for the visitors. Parker Eisen tonight, 6 of 11, 76 yards, his long of 24. He goes to Jonah Arnett 4 times for 51 yards. Aiden Cooper had the one for 24 that set up the first touchdown that he finished off the final 2 in the first quarter of play. Landon Stiltner, a career night for him, 23 carries, 169, 2 touchdowns, his long of 45, his second score of the evening. Shannon Marucci, 5 carries for 42, all of those in the fourth quarter, I believe. Eisen, 13 for 42, kicks in as well. Put it all together, 21-14, your final score here tonight. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll wait on Coach Mike Salmons to come up for some final commentary from him, and we'll wrap things up here tonight on Hall of Fame night. Rams call it a win. Home win, that is. 21-14. We're back after this on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money, New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Final score here tonight, 21-14. Raceland victorious over Letcher County Central. Joining me now here in post-game coverage, Raceland head coach Mike Salmons. And, Coach, we talked about this in pregame and leading into this game, and one of the things that you talked about was your ability to be able to run the football. Tonight, 50 carries, 265 yards. That's the most rushing yards you guys had since last year against Sayre when you were about 400+. 20 first downs tonight. You were 8 of 13 on third down conversions, and that's a big, tall testament from where you were last week at 3 of 13.
Yeah, I mean, really grew up. Our kids really battled. I think in the third quarter there, I really thought we finished the first half on a high note, got the kind of the momentum on our side, and came out in the third quarter, and really the first 2 drives had good momentum, just didn't convert. We had the missed field goal the first time, and the second time we didn't convert down in the orange zone. And then so we gave them a breath of life, and then they tied it up. And I was really proud of our guys in the fourth quarter there, really playing through some adversity and really finishing them off. It's pretty phenomenal to end with 2-something on the ground, you said?
265.
And I think my guys told me at halftime we were somewhere around 50. So I think that kind of shows, when you start laying on people and making people tackle in space and kind of control the line of scrimmage and you get 20-plus first downs, I think, you see the end result.
You guys had the football for almost 7.5 minutes more than they did, and that's where we could really see that 5 yards and ahead of steam, 5 more yards and ahead of steam there in the fourth quarter. You could just see you were leaning on them. That last drive that you guys roll off that takes it all the way down to the goal line, 12 plays, 61 yards, 7 minutes, 7 seconds, and you put it on a knee at the 2.
Yeah, I mean, just, first of all, from the defensive standpoint, and we were just there a week ago, when you can't get off the field on third down, those long drives, that's demoralizing. We were there last week on the fourth quarter. They held the ball and scored to put the game away. And so really we flipped the script on that tonight, and we were able to control the ball the last 7 minutes of the game. And listen, the best defense is your offense on the field. And so our guys are really converting first downs there in our offensive line. Really proud of those guys. We're mixing and matching a lot of bodies tonight. Had a couple injuries, had some cramps, had some nicks and bangs and bruises in a physical game that we had 50 rushes. I mean, that's a physical football game. That's almost like a November-type football game, not maybe exactly how we drew it up. But, again, our guys were really resilient. I thought those – we talk about program guys and we talk about body blows. I think that really took its toll tonight over the course of 48 minutes.
You talk about mixing and matching. The mixing and matching, you in the backfield, Landon Stiltner, he goes for 169 tonight on 23 totes. Shannon Marucci, 42 yards on 5 carries, all of those there in the fourth quarter. You got some good yards out of Aiden Cooper early on. Landon Bloss got you some touches back there. But really, it looks like you've got a two-headed monster there with Marucci and Stiltner, because the way they were running there in the fourth quarter, they were running downhill, getting behind their pads, and just running angry.
Yeah, I mean, we have several backs that, we're in the ball tonight. I see here on your stats, I guess 7, and, of course, one of those being a quarterback. Obviously Landon Stiltner is an explosive young man. He's got all kinds of talent. You saw him in open field some tonight. You saw him make some cuts. You saw him make some finishing runs, and he's only going to get better as he goes. I don't know that we would have thought that him getting 23 carries on the last day of August of his sophomore season is what we wanted to be at. But it's a credit to him and how he's prepared his body. Shannon is a really, really good defensive player for us. And so in this type of weather condition, him and Bloss both are defensive starters at the linebacker position, really, really important to us. And so you just got to kind of manage that as best you can. Now, you get in October, November, it's all bets off. But when we, try to navigate to get there in the right manner and get there healthy and progress our team, it's a little bit tricky. But in the fourth quarter there, when you held the ball for 7 minutes, those defensive guys get a little antsy because they're not on the field. They get a little fresh, and I think that's what you saw there. Bloss picked up a couple first downs. Shannon picked up a couple first downs. Cooper had a couple nice runs early on. I think they had the first touchdown of the game. Got banged up, and he was kind of unavailable there down the stretch, but we were able to go kind of the bigger guys. Cam Brewer just got one touch tonight, but we're getting a guy that is a little different pace guy for us. He's really electric with the ball in his hands. And so we're excited about getting him in the mix. But, yeah, just really proud of those guys and, really finishing runs. I think the most impressive thing about that last 7 minutes was we had no negative plays. We had a couple penalties, but we were able to overcome that. But the biggest thing was no negative plays. And so it's a credit to our guys and being able to, really settle in there and get behind their shoulder pads and finish the game off.
The Cougars roll the dice there before halftime. They go for it on fourth down. They turn it over to you guys with a short field. You go down, find points, go into the locker room. How big was that going in up 14-7?
Yeah, it was huge. Again, last 5 minutes, that middle half that a lot of people don't talk about that really, correlates to winning. That's a sudden change for us. That's the one thing we chart. We start sudden change. Had a sudden change into half, boom, we take advantage of it. Then we come out in the third quarter, have the ball, and really had a chance, I felt like, to give ourselves some breathing room and maybe have them second guess if they really wanted to be in this. And unfortunately, we are just not mature enough yet. We are not a finished product by any means to go ahead and finish that drive off, which would allow us some breathing room. You go up 21-7 and, you get a stop and then some things start going your way. But credit to them. They overcame that. Our guys had to keep playing, and we were able to kind of re-exert and take control of the game in the fourth quarter.
Now you go into your bye week, an early bye week this year that allows you 2 weeks to prepare when you bring Pikeville in here in a couple of weeks. And like you talked about, a few of those nicks and bangs and bruises that get a chance to heal up before you come in here with defending two-time state champions.
Yeah, we'll definitely heal up. Pikeville's won, 3 or 4 in a row. They're really good. And again, it'll be another test for us. Again, we dodged no bullets. We're right into the storm, and we try to grow from it and commit to the process of making sure we're coming out on the other side better. And so our guys have done that through the first month. We will heal up and kind of this first 4-week stretch, if you will, 2 scrimmages in the first 2 games, and kind of regroup. Then we'll go into what we call the next kind of 4 stretches, and then we'll really let it go for the district time. And so these next 4 games really evaluate us where we're at and where we're growing, and kind of how guys settle into roles as they move forward. And Just really excited about our kids, all the, great atmosphere tonight for Hall of Fame night. A lot of special people here. 99 years of football in Raceland is special. Not a lot of history like that. And so these guys, saw a lot of old faces here tonight, and really, really glad our guys could carry the orange and black pride tonight.
Hey, Coach Mike Salmons, always a pleasure, my friend. Thanks for tuning in or joining us here, and nice win here this evening.
Thank you. Appreciate it, James.
So Coach will get his chance to get his team wrapped up and get them go through that beaten, banged-up process over the last month, and back here on the 13th as they'll bring in Pikeville, and then they'll head the road for the first time on the 20th when they go up to Fort Thomas Highlands and a matchup with the Bluebirds. So, Ben, a nice win for the Rams as they bounce back here, and Coach talked about it. He said they had a chance there to put it away at 21-7, never got a chance to. They even up 14-14, but a 7-minute drive, 11 plays. They had the football that they marched it down to the 2-yard line and was able to go in the best formation of football, victory formation. They win at 21-14.
I mean, he was just mentioning in that interview about the maturity of this team. And it's young. There's a lot of turnover. But, it's really lucky to have Coach Salmons, who's an experienced guy and can keep these guys, keep their heads cool in a close game like this. And especially down the stretch, a 7-minute drive plus to close out this ball game. If that isn't a promising sign of maturity for this ball club and this team early on in this season, it is a sure sign that these guys are learning real quick.
Without a doubt. Hat tip to my crew here tonight. Our executive producer was Trey Collier. On cameras, Lily Stevens, Skylar Gallion, Cam Bryan, and shadowing somebody. I don't know who she was with tonight, but Charlie Morrison was down there as well somewhere. I saw her bouncing around a couple times here and there. But all of those kiddos, my students here at Raceland Worthington School Media Program, they do a phenomenal job and working with us here with Kool TV, and we greatly appreciate all of their efforts. They did a great job here tonight. Again, Raceland Worthington Schools, Raceland football, Mike Salmons and his staff, top-notch all the way through. The facilities we have here speaks exactly for what the program is. It is top-notch, top to bottom. So, we can't do everything we do without our great sponsors that's been with us for this season. And as we've started into year number 3, we greatly appreciate all of them. And, again, if you're interested in joining us with a sponsorship, as somebody has already contacted me tonight and says, hey, how do I get on this game? Just give us a call. Go to our website, Kool1057.com. Click that message button right there. You can send me a direct message, and I'll reach out to you. We'll get you involved. We'll get you on the next upcoming broadcast. So, but Rams will take the week off. They'll be back at it in 2 weeks as they bring in the 2-time defending state champion Pikeville. We'll have the coverage beginning at 7 o'clock right here on Kool TV with 7:30 kickoff scheduled. Here as we go into the middle part of the month of September. My color man, Ben Cower. It's been fun, my friend. Now it's time to set you free.
Oh, boy.
You'll be on your own next week, as I believe you've got a West Carter football game over in Olive Hills. So you'll be with Jeff Irwin over there as the Comets come back home after a bye week for them. But enjoy this, my friend. I think you'll have a good time with it. Welcome to Kentucky football. You should have a fun experience.
Tonight was a thriller. These two past games have been so exciting to watch. And watching how Raceland's grown, man, I'm so excited to get on the call for that game. And so excited for the opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely. That's it for us here tonight. Again, Raceland wins at 21-14. They'll go to 1-1 on the season, as do the Cougars of Letcher County Central. After they beat Shelby Valley last week, they fall for the second time in as many meetings to the Rams. For Trey Collier, Charlie Morrison, Skylar Gallion, Lily Stevens, Cam Bryan, Ben Cower, everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying thanks for tuning in. Again, Raceland wins it 21-14 from Raceland Rams Stadium. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams football broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Raceland Rams football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.